Back to the second episode. So, to recap the last episode, we got our village up to tier 3 initially. We are kind of, a small population. The mountain pass has a pretty small footprint. So, each of these villages is going to be specialized and unique. And right now, we're, I think, very much looking forward to building on this little mountain edge right here. We just took this region at the end of the last video. We had one of the craziest fights I've ever had because a bunch of mercenaries just kept spawning, and I don't know if it was a glitch or if that is just a new war mechanic. I don't know. It felt kind of glitchy, but it was a pretty insane battle. So let's get to it. Now, we have a rich berry deposit, normal animals, salt, rich stone, and clay deposit. I think that we're going to set up our city normally, as we're going to build right up here. So I'm going to start outlining this animal facility so that we don't accidentally move it. It's in a good spot. And then we're going to use the farm trick to protect the berries from being destroyed accidentally. You can still use the field. So let's just make sure we have all of the berries. That's kind of weird because this is a rich deposit. I thought there'd be. Here we go. All right. Well, that's kind of cool. They're all like really clustered. Really clustered. All right, here we go. We got a couple berry bushes right there. We're gonna do something easy like that. And then I'm just gonna check real quick. We have all 128 of our berries. Just to make sure that there are no berries on the edges. I don't see any red outlines. I think we're in good shape. Real quick. All right, cool. We're hunky-dory. So let's get ourselves a nice little road going into the circle road over here. That will define our area. So if I do want to have ease of access if I want to start moving goods between the cities. So since I have a road here, I'm going to put a road out right there. And then we're going to drag this road. Yeah, we have farmland all around here. So if I want to have a road coming from here, I could put it here, but I'm going to put it right here so that we can send goods faster to each other. This will be our quick route up into this village. Perfect. Wonderful. All right, well, let's take a gander at the farmland here. So we want to be smart this time and pre-do our farmland. And of course, right where I was going to put the castle is probably one of the best emmer fertilities there is. So the castle is going to have to... Oh, man. That's funny. Right in the spot I wanted to put my castle. Okay. Okay. This whole area over here is perfect for bread production. So I think I would like to keep all my farm fields close. I think we're going to go with 2 1 Morgan plots for the 200 people. So let's get to it. All right. I almost want to have this section so that everybody gets a piece of the pie, so that the distribution of grain is near equal. I think it's going to be a little wonky. So if I were smart, what would I do? Okay. Well, let's start with the basics. We want 1 Morgan plots. Wow, that's a lot. Okay. I need a total of 6 Morgans. So how many can I get out of that? That's about 3. So what I could do is try to get as much. Let's get 3 1 Morgan plots with the green. I want to keep this as even as possible. Okay. I think what I'm actually going to do is do this side first. And whatever works. Okay. We'll make the middle one longer to account for any inefficiencies. Let's get that 1 Morgan. There we go. Okay. Trying to make the green equal in everybody, but never easy. It's going to be a little wonky, but it will keep everything even for a year. Okay. So there's 3 with the good stuff. Now the rest of it's just going to be 1 Morgan with the bad stuff. And I think what I'm going to do is make them work for it. I'm going to have the road coming up through here. Okay. And this, I think what I actually may do, because if you look at it, I may just put the castle right here. That way they have to go through the castle to even get to the road system. I think that's what we'll do, is we'll just put the castle right there. All right, so there's that. So now I need 3 more Morgans. Oof, it's not snapping well. Fortunately, the King's Road's right there. Let's actually try on the backside here. I think these are going to be a little bit more uniform. That's 1 Morgan. Come on, baby. What is that? 1.1. Okay. Good enough for me. And then we just need a clean Morgan. I think this actually right here would be a decently clean Morgan. Nope, totally wrong. This is probably going to be it right here. You know what I've never tried to do is grow veggies on the plot that I use to protect my berries. I don't even want to try because I don't know if I have a fear that it would not work. But it would be funny if it did. Okay. How do I keep my road? How do I have my cake and eat it too? Let's delete the road real quick. Let's just keep the nub up here. And then I will decide what to do once I get this. I just want to get at least another Morgan. This, we're not going to be doing bread quite yet, but this will allow us to have all the bread that we need. All right there. More than enough. There we go. All right. So yeah, and we have a spot right here we could use for the castle. So it will still be on a hill. It'll be on the slump. And if I do this right, we may even be able to wall off this whole thing. Like I can make it almost, yeah, we'll be able to do it. It'll be interesting. Yeah, I could build the castle back here on the flat top. For some reason this spot right here speaks to me. But there's a few places we could do it. Yeah, I've been basically I only use double burgish plots unless I'm doing an artisan building, which is very few things like the cobbler, the boyer, and the booze maker, the brewery. Those are my only single plots, but yeah, I use double plots for everything to reduce the amount of market stalls that I need. And also it saves a heap on other costs. Okay, so we're ready to quote unquote rumble. We're gonna place our first settlers camp, which we need to do. We need to figure out where we're gonna do our wood. I think is gonna be down here in this area. So I think what we'll have, kind of like a split town. I could do the wood down in this area, which is actually just as good. Maybe the wood cutter there, and then the lumber mill. Oh dang, dude! There's like this whole little section back here. I think I'm gonna do the lumber mills back here, and then we're gonna have to figure out how to get that road connected. And then I'll do wood cutters over here. We don't really have. We have rich stone. We don't have like really any industry here, so I think all industry will be done. Actually, industry and residential should probably be tied in since leather production's right there. Yeah. Okay. Not enough mana. Okay. I need about 5 more coins and we can plop that down. So let's let them slowly build that out. Yeah, you do have to build the castle on the cliff. I know, that's why I was pissed off that the best farmland was right here, because what I wanted to do was build the freaking... I wanted to build it right here. Is this a way down? Ooh, look at that. That's a way down. Right there. This wouldn't be a bad spot for the castle. The entryway's right there. So you're wondering, is it efficient to use chickens in double burgers plots? Let me say that. Let me explain that in a different way. Everything is efficient to the extent that you're willing to go all the way. So if you think you can supply enough chicken eggs in double burgers plots to be part of your food group, it's worth it. But you would have to do a lot. So for instance, say I'm going to go to, we're going to have 17 more families. We're going to have a total of, we got 17. We're going to have a total of like 60 families, right? Let's say 60 families. So I need to feed 60 families once a month for 12 months, okay? So a little bit over 750. Let's call it an even 800. So if I wanted to provide 5 food types, right, divided by 800, that's how many I need to produce of each good. See what I'm saying? So you would have to be able to produce that many eggs, essentially. So if you think you can do that, it's worth it. With spoilage, you would probably need about 15 burgage plots of the 17. We have 17 burgage plots. You'd probably need about 15 burgage plots at a max population, even a low population, for it to be a consistent food group and get the 100% bonus. So like, for instance, every food group, when you dial in your burgage plots and everything, is going to have market stalls. So the more food groups you're trying to maintain, the more granary workers you're going to need. A couple granary workers per food type, you know, because I need one food available for the bonus, not for consumption, but for bonuses. I need one market stall can fulfill the needs of 20 burgage plots. So I'm going for under 40 burgage plots. So for every food group that I'm adding, I need 2 stalls, basically 2 granary workers. So the question I ask myself is, can I go the distance on that food? And do I want to? Like, do I want to put more granary workers? So, like, I'm not doing eggs because I can't go the distance. And I don't want to assign more workers to it. I'm focusing on fish, honey, apples, veggies, and bread. So, those are the things that I can produce in this region very easily. Hopefully, they add up the ability to do salted fish at some point. I might start trading salt for meat. That's something we've talked about. And that way our 2 settlements can have sausages. Eggs, well, here's the reason that eggs kind of suck now is you get 1 egg, whether it's a single or double burgage plot. You just get 1 egg per month in production. And so they made sense when you could have a bunch of burgage plots, but now you're going for high family, which is high consumption, low burgage plots. So like your egg production's halved and your population and demand is the same. So it's logistically just not really worth it. But that doesn't mean you shouldn't do it. Like, there are going to be scenarios where it makes sense, and there are going to be scenarios where going into pig pens makes sense. Like if you have the advanced skinning perk to get double, while you only get 8 per year extra meat per burgage plot. If you do 10 burgage plots like that, 80, and you have a rich meat source, that's like about 250 to 280 per year if it's rich, and you have the policy that's doing everything, plus those plots, you're looking at about 380 meat. So it's like, you really have to, you just have to ask yourself, am I going to go the distance on this, and is it going to be able to fulfill? And if it doesn't, it's a complete waste of your time. So that's how I would recommend you look at those things. Is go for the things you can go the distance on. Like the food supply we're going to use here is berries, bread, veggies, and apples. And whether or not you want to do 5, because I'm doing honey here too. It's a lot easier to do 4. And now with the overstock feature, so you can, let's click on a market. Now with the overstock feature, we can say, hey, store 5 more burgage plots worth of food, and that decreases the chance of when people are consuming food, of you not having enough variety available to get 100% bonuses. Because you see here, like I got 5 out of 4 food types available. I personally like to go for 1 more than I need, because it just increases that probability that I'm going to be okay, you know? And remember these buttons up here? This shows what I have available after what is stored. This shows everything that this currently showing total goods store shows everything. So a lot of my bread, apples, and honey are stored. So it looks like I don't have anything, but it's because they're in market stalls. But my real advice to you is don't try to produce everything. Try to produce 4 to 5 goods really, really well. Like, yeah, so yeah. The best food source is in order of operations, honestly, is whether you start with fish or berries. And then the second best food source is veggies, apples, and bread, which is why I use that all the time. The worst food source typically is meat. It's one of the hardest. Meats, it's probably better to say what's the shittiest food source, and that's meat. But you can get meat to work. Sausages is amazing if you get to work, because 1 salt and 1 meat make 2 sausages. Sausages are actually pretty awesome, but the best way to get meat is just to start a town and then use the policy to, you want to find a rich wild animal, use the policy to increase the breed rate by 50%. And then you want to get advanced skinning to double the amount of meat. And that's the best way to get meat. You can do it with sheep and the butcher, but it takes forever, and sheep will lag your game, and they're just, you have to have a lot of sheep. There's actually calculations out there, so I don't want to give you bad information, but there's a specific amount of sheep you need to hit peak breed rates. So like going over or under that, like basically, like some people have 400 sheep, and I don't think you need that many. I think you need like 40 or 50. Yeah, you're asking, should I build the apiaries near the Brondo Circle? Absolutely. This was definitely a failure on my part. I just thought it would look kind of cool over here. But I honestly, now realizing what I've done, I probably should have just put the apiaries right here. Lined it with the granary and assigned all of these families, which is 12. Wait, no, 4, 8. This is 16. Probably put like 8 honey makers there, and then honestly, like this facility, I think what you should do with your veggie apples is plant it right next to wherever your woodcutter and foresters are. Like, because woodcutting and forestry jobs, I think, would be perfect for the farmers, because you don't need them cutting wood every day. I have 31 months worth of food. You also don't need them replanting trees every day. So like, or even logging. So like, industries that aren't time sensitive are the best place for these guys to be, so that you don't have an emergency, like, because they're out here collecting apples. So like, yeah, things that are time sensitive, I would say, are potentially like farmhouses are time sensitive. Windmill to an probably not the windmill, actually. The bakery, the communal oven, I would say, is time sensitive because you need it pumping out bread. But anything that is time sensitive, like the tavern, even, and especially granaries, don't ever have any of these guys managing a granary. Anything time sensitive, though. But I do like woodcutter, the saw pit, logging camps. Those are great jobs for your people here. Unfortunately, with the map the way it is, because there wasn't a lot of open space, I put it here, and I regret it. I regret it a lot. I've been having lots of bugs with the mercs, yeah. Okay, we're at 260. I need to get a little bit more money before I plop this down, though, because if we do go to war, I need to be able to hire mercenaries. But look at that, guys. We got 2 polearm militias. We're gonna let ourselves build up. We don't want to overextend. Look at our glorious fishing. So we want about 6 people in fishing. Remember what I said. In March, April, May, the populations go up 50%. So I need to be able to fish out 1/3 of this population in 1 month. to get the full amount of fish. And we're trading a lot of this fish. So I will say I may be being swayed to the fish side of the force, because I am seeing, I don't know if that's, I'm sorry, that doesn't even make any sense. There's a lot of money to be made with fish. As a food source, I think it doesn't even compete with berries. But now that when you remember what I said about spoilage yesterday, it's about 2 to 3% per month. But when you look at how that's compounded monthly, right? It's like 22% and 30. So if I have, for instance, fish, if I have 100 fish, and at the beginning of a year, by the end of the year, that 100 fish will have 66% of it will spoiled. Now that doesn't mean you're going to lose all your food, but what it does mean is that holding on to food is not smart. Like, you lose so much of it. You lose like 40% of vegetables. You lose 20% of your bread. Honey has no spoilage. So you want to sell this stuff sell and trade this stuff as fast as possible. You don't hold on to anything anymore. So food mechanics have changed quite a bit. And yes, you can if you click on a Burgish plot and you go to people, there's a tab right here that lets you reassign a family to a different workforce. So the best way to do this is to go to the place that you want them to work. Because if I reassign them, it will just give them the second job. Fire everybody that works there and all of the businesses that you want to assign people to, and then go over and then start assigning. I did that yesterday. But yeah, make sure you fire all the people first in the place that you want to assign to, if you're trying to control, how many workers there are. And then you can click that button and then click on the industry that you want to assign that person to. Yep. Oh shit, you're right. Set the fish limit. I didn't set the fish limit on the second guy, did I? I set it to 470. Oh, it's the same thing around. I need to change it because I forgot to double it. So I need to change this to 2/3, and that's going to be 480. That's 800. That's that's 960, I think. Yeah, that should be good. 960. Okay, cool. Now we'll get us about 5. Ooh, that's gonna be good. It's gonna get us about 500 per the 350% ticks. So that's like almost 1,500 fish, which is a lot more than the berries. So yeah, if you can trade those fish before they spoil in those months, that's just it. Berries have a much lower spoilage rating. But one thing you need to be really careful about is that if you do have a drought, it increases the spoilage on fish from medium to high. And so your fish are just going to burn. Well, I don't know burn, but they're going to go bye-bye. All right, we got 326 coins. No, I'm glad you told me about the fish limit because I forgot that I increased. Basically, whatever your fish pond is, it's not rocket science. Whatever your fish pond is, you set your reserve to 2/3 of that. So you fish 1/3 of the fish, right? So at the beginning of March, I can't remember if it's the beginning or end, but anyway, in March, April, May, your fish population increases by 50% of the current fish population. So 2/3 is plus 1/3 is 100%. It's that. So if long as you have a fish population of 2/3, it's going to go all the way up. If you fish more than that, your population will start decreasing over time. But if you just do 2/3 the whole time, you'll always have the maximum amount of fish being recuperated on those 3 procs at the end of the month. So what we have to do is fish 500 fish in March and April. May into the end of the year doesn't matter. But we don't get the extra fish if it goes over our cap. You get what I'm saying? So it's just like berries. You just have to have a shitload of families during those months. So this is a set it and forget it approach. You never have to think. But yeah, you have you have 6 people who aren't basically working, 10 months out of the 9 months, 10 or 9 months out of the year. But then you don't have to think about it, and you got the fish. And then what you do is you trade those fish. I mean, that's not even an opinion. You trade those fish. You trade those fish fast because they will spoil. Our food demands are a little high, so we're making a killing. Like let's look at how much money I've been making off of fish. No fish. Oh no. So all time we've made 1,500 off of fish. the last 30 days, we made 180. We sold 60 fish. Previous year, we made 429. So you can see that fish are bigger, or like one of our biggest trade items right now. Pretty sweet. So yeah. So a Brondo will produce 700 veggies or 700 apples. So I split it. We're doing 350, 350. We're going for small builds. So if you want 700, you could probably do about. I'll get the science down, but I would say you could easily do 400 people with 2 Brondos, one for veggies and one for apples. I don't think you'll have too much of an issue, but don't take my word on that, and just monitor your food. I'll definitely do a little bit more science though. The thing is that with the spoilage mechanics being revamped, it changes a lot. It changes a lot about food management. But in my last playthrough, I was able to get away with just one of these each, and I just had so much. But I'm noticing, like, we just got mature apples, and since apples are picked at the beginning of the year, right, like, they're not lasting. So I might have to up my apple game. The level 2... right. The level 2 granary reduces a lot of spoilage to 2 to 4%, but you got to realize that that's every month. Every month. So compounded 4% per month is like close to 22% in a year. So if I have an excess of 200 apples, 22% of those apples are going to be gone. And then some stuff is higher. Some stuff is like 4 and 5% per month. I have a guide coming out on spoilage rates for the first. So I've completed a massive guide, and I've had all these conversations. I have it, but I'm releasing it on the 1st of January of 2025, so that when people see the video, they see that the year is 2025. I know it's pretty vain, but if I release the video now, people will think it's old, and I want people to know that it's for the recent game. So on the 1st of January, I have a guide with a section on spoilage that goes over the monthly rates and the yearly rates compounded. So Mo is asking, would it be smart to sell off the excess and then buy food as needed? I don't know about that, but at the same time, I shy away from saying. I think it's going to be. I think in general, probably not, but in certain situations, I could see how potentially that might be beneficial. I can't see it being beneficial right now, but I do think that is genuinely an interesting idea. I'm not going to say no, but I don't think so at the same time. But that's just the thing is there it's really hard to give like black and white yes no, because like a lot of things are depending upon the terrain. Like here if you had terrain that was all red, I would say don't build veggies, but sometimes you get good emmer fields like over here, and sometimes you get crap emmer fields. So it's just like everything is really situational. Like with like you could sell fish and purchase another food that you're having trouble with, like bread. Like I'm having a huge issue with bread. So it's like selling fish and then buying bread, which has a lower spoilage rate. That's genius. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, I think you could, whether that or not that's sustainable though, I do not know. Right now I can tell you that we're having issues and we shouldn't be. Yeah, we definitely should not be having issues, but we're just going to keep on keeping on. And okay. So y'all came here for the wonderful journey. Let's get this show on the road. Oh man, if I just had a little bit more money. We still don't have mining, forest, or farming villages. This is enough. This is enough. Right. Okay. Let's get it going. All right. So I'm gonna try to focus so that people don't get upset. All right. We have our food. We have, I think over here is like a really good spot for wood. Unfortunately, they're going to have to walk quite the distance for it. We're going to place 2 of these bad boys over here. I'm also going to slap down an ox cart or 2 right here. We're going to let them build that up. And then for food, we're going to want to immediately get the hunting camp up. I'm going to set right here. I think we're actually going to do the woodcutter right here. This is a beautiful spot. And then we'll do the forager here. I'll put a back road like so. All right, we got the road going. And they're moving. Yep, apiaries are great. You're asking about apiaries. So so if you're just watching this, remember people that the tooltip on apiaries is inaccurate. I will also be posting a guide of chilled sloths on perks and what they actually do versus what they say. And a lot of this has been firmed with Greg, and they haven't changed it. So it says every region can sustain up to 2 apiaries by default. Placing more will not increase the yields. This is true, but misleading because it doesn't mean what you think. The true language is that you can only produce 2 honey per day, not 2 apiaries. So it can sustain up to 2 honey per day, but the ideal amount of apiaries is actually 12 to produce 2 honey per day. Some people say higher or lower. This is something I'll have to do more digging in, but I've found a pretty solid consensus with people whose opinions I trust on 12. Now, I recommend doing 8 because 2 honey per day times 365 days is well over 700. You don't really need it. So, like, 8 will get you, about 400 or 500. But I'll have to test whether or not they mess that all up. But, yeah, we have honey going. But, so you can see here, there's honey. I have a honey man. There's no spoilage on it. Right here it says honeycomb transitioning resource. It says 2. Over here it says 1. Over here it says 1. Transitioning resources. So maybe they patched it finally. Yeah. I wonder if they patched it. I mean, we could try, but the idea. Okay, so now I'm actually really curious if they patched it and didn't tell anybody, because I was just like literally talking to all the bigwigs and maybe even Greg yesterday. No one said jack, but like what I'm noticing is, look, we have 2 honey in our we have 3 honey in our apiaries. Okay, maybe I was wrong, but it's this honeycomb transitioning resource thing that you want to focus on. So let's try it. Let's try something really dumb, right? This is a good little experiment that we can all do together. Let's do 2 apiaries with max people and see if it does a better job. I've had great results with just the normal amount because each one of them is transitioning. But maybe it's limiting transition rates. And yeah, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens when we have a bunch of fully staffed honey people. I mean, that's not the way that it works, but I'm just curious myself. It's good. The problem with patches is you have to continuously question yourself, and it's really hard to maintain a discipline where you question yourself, mainly because the human brain doesn't like you doing that because you'll go crazy. You just basically put the tinfoil. You have to put the tinfoil hat on. All right. All right, we got a good thing going. Let's get this up. You got the forager there. Don't know where my hunting camp went. The homeless camp. That's cool. I'll just put up another hunting camp. Oh, it's right there. Okay. Yeah, it's going to take them a while to build all this stuff. Hopefully they don't all die. That's my goal. As long as they don't die. All right, we're good over here. I think I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I don't have enough to go to deep mining, but we have 2,000 salt, which is a lot. I'm not too worried about. I don't really want to go into sausage production, to be honest. I feel like I have enough over here. I'm gonna have to test honey out again, but I've tested it multiple times and it's always performed. Yeah, you can see like it's not transitioning any faster or slower, and we're not getting as much honey. I can already kind of tell that it's not doing it. So I still think that the tried and true is the correct way to do it. You just have one person in each one transitioning that honey. So we're gonna get them going. All right, we're not going to have enough money to pay the king. Eventually, they're going to give you a negative if you don't pay the king's tax. Like some kind of patriotic bullshit or something. Where you get all sad if you're not supporting your nation. All right, we got it going. Almost got the logging camp. Let's speed this bad boy up. All right. I'm going to try to keep all my industries kind of close together. I think we're going to do the Brondo right here. And then the castle I have to figure out. I'm thinking about doing kind of a weird castle here. Because you can see it morphs. This goes downhill. This goes downhill. Dude, it all goes downhill. Alright. I have to figure out where they can start getting up. What I'd like to do is, I want to like wall in this whole gorge right here. You see what I'm saying? This would be cool. So I want to make a no build zone. I'm just going to use a road like this. That we can, I'll destroy these roads eventually and we'll rebuild all this. But this is where I think I'm going to put the castle right here to protect this flank. So that way, they either have to come up this way or they have to come up through here. And this is going to be pretty hard. But we can have a big castle. I'm going to make a big castle. There we go. All right. So we're spread out a little bit. I'm going to put 2 people in there. Let's pause this for now, actually. I'm just getting ahead of myself. I don't want them messing around with it. And then let's get another ox as soon as I can. Looks like we got one right there. That way they're just pulling from the source and they don't have to walk the ox all the way here. This is a disadvantage in the beginning, but long term it's going to be great. And we have this beautiful area right here for all of our needs. So let's get the basics. Let's get a well down. I think a well right here is probably better. Let's get a granary. We're going to put the granary right here, right next to the food. And then we're going to put a market right there. 13 should do it. All right. And then, okay, we got... Perfect. Trying to get the first houses up. We're going to go baseball style. Perfect. Ooh, it doesn't like that. Okay. And we're going to do double burgage plots on all of these. There'll be 3. Alright, so we just need a little bit of wood. Perfect. That will be great. I'll do probably another one right here. And it will be wonderful. No, I didn't run the road over the cliff. It stopped and then it went down. It does that. You can run roads off, quote unquote, run roads off cliffs all the time, but that doesn't mean that they can walk up it. This is gonna be great. We're gonna fortify this whole darn thing. All right, we need to get the forager hut up next. I have too many competing priorities. People are gonna start dying. They don't do a really good job prioritizing, though. I'll tell you that much. You tell them to like do one thing and then, but they are a little bit smarter. Like they didn't start, they were doing that until the wood got there. So maybe I'm wrong. Okay. All right, let's get some berries. They will eat from the forager hut. No, they'll eat from the granary. I don't know if they'll eat from a forager hut though. They're doing a good job. I'm just being a jerk, I guess. I'm a backseat driving my villagers. All right, we're in July, so we don't have to freak out too much, but I'm going to get a wood cutter up. Nice. There's not a lot of trees around those animals, so. All right, we've protected this. All right, we're going to get the wood cutter up right here. I'm going to limit his area to just this spot. We're going to have a storehouse over here, so we'll have the leather making and all that here. And the initial stages, people do matter, so it is kind of nice to have it all in one place, but eventually we won't. All right, we got what we need. This will allow us to have 6 families to get this bad boy up. 2222. Boom. I think we're just going to build right over this salt field because it's not really doing anything for me. All right, so when we build the Brondo this time, I'm going to need boards before I start. We got to make sure that we're center. So, and then we'll try some new techniques that should allow us to build the Brondo in just like a couple of minutes instead of, 35 hours. All right, they're making some good, man, look at this place, though. The amount of fish we have. It looks like apple production just, like, stopped. I don't know if it glitched out or something. I've noticed that there are some interesting little issues. Oh, he's a fisherman. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'll mess with this stuff in a little bit. They keep reassigning themselves. Sometimes I like to buy a little bit of bread. Looks like honey. It looks like they may have actually fixed honey in a bad way. But in my last playthrough, I was on this new patch, I was able to get honey working with 8 apiaries, so it could just be that I just don't have enough. 8 apiaries does seem to be like the magic number of apiaries. And I am a stubborn man. There's also a slight inefficiency in the organic design and the fact that my housing is kind of like all over the place instead of regional, but yeah, we're gonna get 9. But the good news is I think we have 100% booze, and we're only buying about 5 barley, and I'm producing just a little bit of barley every year. Like really not that much, like 46, but it really cuts down on costs. And look, we're actually cash positive. So we're cash positive. Everybody has alcohol. I mean, our population is actually pretty decent. I'm gonna try to get us up to about 350 pop. In that little place. We got berries coming in now. All right, we're gonna put someone in the granary. And we're going to do a woodcutter. Let's get the storehouse down. Here we go. And then the next thing that we need to do is get a saw pit up. This is where a lot of inefficiency is going to start happening. Until I can get a couple houses. I think I'm going to put a couple families over here. There we go. Now let's get a well. But yeah, I'm trying the more like, I'm trying an approach where I have little parts of a town all over the place. See if I can get it to work. My maximum limit is about 1 corpse pit per family. So this is 1. You can go much further than that, but my only response is why? Because by just doing 1 corpse pit per family, they're able to, like, you realize I'm getting 180 vegetables off this field. Like, You could technically go up to 0.75 Morgan per family. So this could be around like 3 Morgans for 4 families if you wanted to. But my only question is why? It's like 1,000 vegetables, and then that no, I just wouldn't do that because it doesn't make sense to me to do that. What makes sense to me is to find the most optimal yield and efficient yield, which is getting as much as possible while also making sure that these people can contribute to other things, and that's what this design does. You only really need about 2 of these, but you can see like right now that just the 2 veggies is more than enough. Now we just got the 386 apples, but the problem has been is the apples were spoiling really quickly, which could be a bug. But keep in mind, market stalls have no spoilage anymore. See, it says spoilage none. So I'll go over this in the spoilage section of my guide, releasing on the 1st, but market stalls don't have spoilage anymore. So that used to be where the majority of spoilage was taking place. But we're good now. But everything's great. We can see that once I can get honey up and going. Another thing I might do is start buying bread. I've noticed when you have enough bread, it starts to accumulate. But the problem right now is they're just eating the bread so quickly that we're not able to keep up with it. But we're gonna be okay. I'm not like concerned. We're actually even though it looks kind of dire, we're actually keeping 100% food variety up. A lot of the honey is just being consumed, but look, the apple, like everything's good. Everybody's happy. I'm not pleased because I want it to be better than better, but it's great. All right, we need to get a family free over here, so I'm gonna pull one dude out of that. All right, we're in good shape. I need to pay more attention to this place. So we have 23 months of food. I'm going to pull him out of there. Or not 23 months of food, sorry, fuel. 14 months of food. All right, we got berries forever. I'm going to pull him out of that, and I'm going to put him into the hunting camp now. Get another food variety. That will get us a bonus. And we're at 73% with quite a bit going on. So how much you do so let me explain wheat mechanics. So 1 grain now makes 1 flour, and 1 flour now makes 2 bread. It used to be like the reverse. I think it was 1 wheat made 2 flour. So and now they've just changed it. So with no perks, whatever you're growing here, right? So say I'm growing 100 wheat between these 2 points. It's going to be 200 bread with no perks. Now, rye is still broken. Bakeries will double that double. So you should make 4 bread per grain. I don't even know if it's actually working as intended, though. But that's what it's supposed to do, and that's the intention. Rye cultivation. Rye has far higher fertility. So see, like this, I think per Morgan, you get whatever the fertility is. You get like 50. So if it's 58, you're going to get something close to 58 bread when this peaks, right? But with rye, this might be 100. But what it doesn't tell you is sometimes it's greater than 100. It could be like 120%. So you get more bread in the long run because you have more wheat. But I like the bakery extension because it reduces the work. You get double the bread with the same amount. But yeah, so you can see here 69, 57. The general rule of thumb is like whatever fertility is about like what you can conservatively expect in yield per 1 Morgan. And so that's the basis of farming that some people have explained it to me to help me understand too. And it does seem to be pretty consistent. So you're asking how much do you need? Like I said, take how many families you have. It's really easy. Take how many families you have. I have almost 60. Multiply that times 12, and then divide it by how many food groups you have, 4 or 5. That's how much food you need to produce at a minimum in a given year for them if they're eating all foods evenly. Then you have to factor in spoilage when those foods are produced and stored. So the hardest part is the fact that like all of this stuff tends to yield at the same time. So if you want to be extra smart and conservative, you would want to produce probably that times 1.3, which is like 30% to factor in for worst case scenario drought spoilage. So families times 12 divided by how many food types times 1.3. And that's going to tell you how many of each food group that I think you need to make. If I could write it out, I could show it to you better, but that's literally all you have to do. If you want to it's pretty straightforward. In my guides I explain this a lot, but it's kind of hard to do in a live stream, sorry. So here we go. Yeah, we're doing great. All right, we're doing fire. Like I said, we're staying under 20 burgage plots, so I only need one market for firewood. It's pretty beautiful. Okay, let's make sure people don't die here. All right, I've neglected these people long enough. We're gonna start getting. I'm gonna pull him out of logs. We're gonna start getting saw pit. Now I like to go with the reserve of 5 because that's the exact amount of logs you need for the church. And make sure you cap your boards because they will go to the moon. Let's do 100. So our next goal is to get the church going. I would like to get a storehouse up too. Let's get the storehouse going with the firewood. Beautiful. I'm going to be honest. I really like the bakery extension, and people are saying the heavy plows oxens were fixed in the last patch. I still just, if you can make perfectly straight and square plots, they do, ox do incredibly well. And I do half a Morgan long plots for my ox because they don't start planting until the ox is done. So the bigger you make your field, the bigger the delay in the beginning of a farming season until they start planting. So if you do 0.5 Morgan straight plots, the ox will plow and then they'll start planting. And it's like a perfect time synergy of the ox finishing the plow and then planting, and it's beautiful. But the problem is when you have limited room, it's really hard to make perfectly, like, you know, square plots without losing fertility. So ox work better, in my opinion, on territory where you have you have perfect fertility, because you can make any shape you want. It's just kind of a nuisance. If you want to take the time to do it, it's good. Yeah, I mean, there's certain things you'll see me do in a Let's Play, and you'll think, why is he doing that? And it's mainly because it's just too time sensitive, and I'm trying to keep the flow of the Let's Play entertaining. I mean, trust me, if I could sit here for days. I could sit here for days fine-tuning things. So I have to there's certain things I have to not do because they just wouldn't be very entertaining. Yeah, I mean, like, let me show you. I can at least show you because it's pretty straightforward. So say over here, right? I have this. So what you want is perfectly square, and you want a 0.5. So that's 0.2 Morgans, right? So typically side to side is what you want because that's the motion of the ox. That's 0.3. So it's hard to do when you have limited space, and you don't. But this is it. You want this, but 0.5. I mean, you can make it a little thicker. There you go. So like that. So the ox will go like this. Then he'll come out and turn around. Then he'll come out and turn around. And he'll go down the line like so. So if you have a weird shape like this, he's going to come out, turn around, come out, turn around, come out, turn around. So just literally that one, something like this can make it completely inefficient because he's just like he's like here like 3 days later and then he's going. So yeah, like I said, but I do 0.5s because that's 0.2, but by the time he's done plowing, the people can come down and do it. And then the other annoying thing is that you have to set each one of those plots up for crop rotation. So that's also what I mean. It takes like 10 minutes to do that when you do it correctly. So I shy away from doing that in live streams. But when I do like guides and stuff or well-edited Let's Plays, I will likely do it and just like speed that part up. It's pretty sweet though. Yeah. All right, we're doing great over here. Over here, not so great. All right, we're above 50%. We got the boards. I think we're going to get some Frontier Jesus over here. Yeah. Where should I put the church? All right, we're going to do more houses here. Actually, I think the church going... Let's get this street the way that I wanted it. I want the Jesus to come right there. There we go. Ah! Okay. There we go. I want everyone to have equal access to this church. It's like it doesn't like me. There we go. There we are. Beautiful. All right. So now we're going to dial in happiness. That's going to be easy with the church. Yeah, rushing the church to me, like you could technically, so they nerfed the approval bonuses from food and they nerfed the approval bonuses from having wood available. So, yeah. All right. We already ordered 1 ox. Cool. I think we have enough going on. So let's do it. So we're going to do our Brondo right here. Because it does have what plants crave. So it's going to be 5 tiles. We're going to do it right up against this. Oh, I like the idea of having the road connect right there. This is going to be the center point. We're most likely going to destroy that salt thing, and I really just don't care. I'm sorry. I know there are people who are going to lose their marbles, and I just destroy a resource. But if it's in the way of glory, it has to go. I actually might just barely miss it. Oh, it just survived. It just survived. A little. Oh, there's going to be a little bit of it. A little bit of it gone. Doesn't look like... It looks like I just lost a little bit of salt. I didn't line this up, though. I broke a rule. I did not line this up. So it's sideways, so it's not going to snap. That's the one problem, but you know what? I'm going to probably drive everyone crazy. I'm going to leave it. I'm going to leave it and see if I can do it. If I can't do it in 2 minutes, I'll destroy it and we'll do it again. It's always a good way to show people how you have to align these things corner to corner. But it looks really cool where it is. All right, this guy's off. I really like the way that it lines up with everything. That's the problem. It's one reason why the bender is a little superior, even though it doesn't look good, is that it's a little bit more forgiving. Whereas this design has no forgiveness. All right, and then we delete the center and we put a windmill. Beautiful. One day they will give me the ability to mass delete. I would honestly like a stamp feature like they have in Anno. That would be amazing. That would remove all of the issues Because then you could have your burgage plots perfect. Oh, one thing I didn't account for was I didn't know what that side doesn't. I don't know the perfect thing. I'm gonna have to eyeball the left side, and that's okay. All right, let's do the Brondo. A little bit of a blind spot there. I'm gonna have to allow the snapping to tell me where the edge is. Cool. All right. I'm feeling I'm gonna have to use my nerd powers. Okay. That's pretty good. Pretty good. It's not ideal, but it's good enough. All right. And then we're going to make our little circle. This is probably the most time-consuming part is this circle, outside of deleting a bajillion corpse pits. All right, and we're making a circle around the circle to create just a little bit more room inside of it for the marketplaces and anything else that I want, like a pack station if I want to trade. But we're doing 50. We're doing half and halves. Ugh, I did a bad job from the start. Yeah, make sure you don't do a bad job. Most important thing. But yeah, just go a little bit by little. I guess I could use the camera trick. I should learn how to do that one a little bit better. There's a camera trick where you can rotate the Q and the E's, and you can get perfect circles that way too. All right, now we're going to use the center of this to determine our roads. There we go. All right, cool. So we got it to align perfectly with all the roads. Then delete the inner road system. Delete the inner windmill. Yeah, the windmill lost its snap points in the new patch. It used to just automatically snap, and they removed it, and I don't know why. It seems kind of petty. I think a lot of, I don't know. All right. So this is the problem, is that we're gonna have crap. So one way I've had a lot of luck is going clockwise on the right side and counterclockwise on the other side. But again, this isn't gonna snap right because I didn't align it with the corner of the map. See, it's angled, and I knew this was gonna. It's angled. It needs to. Ooh, actually, it might work because we're not that slanted. See how this one's like that, lines with the corner of the map. This one kind of does, so we might get lucky. It might forgive me, but if I go this way, it might work. I just need a little bit of forgiveness, Lord. All right, the Lord has not forgiven me. We're going to go counterclockwise. The Lord is angry. Yeah, the Lord is very angry. Oh no. He's enraged. I've been doomed. I've been doomed to click and scroll for eternity. What have I done? No. Yeah. Okay. Well, there's a possibility I can get this to work, but unfortunately I knew I had screwed up. That's what sucks, is I want to put it in a place that I think looks the coolest. Yeah, I know. Here we go down. Here we go down No Snap Hill. Let's try one more side, and if it doesn't work, I will try to ask for the forgiveness of the Lord. That's not bad. It's not bad. It's amazing how, like, one little point, right? Just one little point can make such a difference. Yeah, it's not gonna let me do it. Okay, one more attempt. How if I do destroy this whole thing? All right, so I want to show. It's always a good example to show you why you got to do it right. All right. So we have to destroy the whole stupid thing. And we have to angle ourselves right. Like so. So now that we're angled, and we're not silly, we're gonna do the top first, since that's the most that's the most difficult point. I'm gonna do it right here. Okay, that is the top of the hammerhead shark. And we're gonna go down. Oh, I hope we don't get issues with this. Okay, we're good. It's gonna go pretty quick now. All right, this will work fine. It's really easy if you do it right. It looks a lot more complicated, but that's a little slanty, but that's okay. It really is just as simple as aligning it correctly. It's a hassle, I realize, but the efficiency is worth it. I think the worst part is just deleting all of the freaking pits. But this is gonna work, don't worry. It's not there. This is gonna be like, it's just gonna slap together. It's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be an experience you'll tell your grandkids about, maybe. Probably not, but we're on the easy side of it now. Okay. All right, we're good. So I noticed that going clockwise here works really well. Yeah, see how sharp that is? We got the hammer, the extension, got that sharp plot. Every time you align it correctly, it works golden. So I go clockwise on the right side. And then I go counter on the other. It was a little off, but this usually is pretty easy to find. Okay. And yeah, you can go clockwise or you can go counterclockwise. And usually one of them will work. Usually don't have to play around with it too much. All right, we're going to just go to the next one. On this guy, I go counterclockwise. It could be because my angle was off. All right, we'll try clockwise. There we go. So I just alternate between clockwise, counterclockwise, and usually I get... All right, we need a little bit more wood. We'll get those two guys going. And let's connect this circle like so, make it look nice. Oh, look at that. It still kind of lines up. I like that. There we go. There we are. There we are. It's beautiful. We're done. No more. Okay. Yeah. It will go up just fine, but yeah, you gotta align it. Corner to the bottom corner right here to this corner. Corner to corner. If you're off just a little bit, it's the way that snap points are generated in this game, they so yes, while the game is not grid based, the snap points are grid based. You just can't see the grid. So when it's angled, it doesn't perform the same way. It doesn't snap. And the bigger the plot you're attempting to do, the harder it is if you don't have it. So you can do crazier shapes than you think you can, but you have to make sure that you're centered. I've actually done some pretty crazy things, but they'll only snap in place if it's perfect, perfectly aligned. All right, so we have to put the family in there. Let's take the dude out of the saw pit. All right, we're at 52%. We're going to start getting more families in here. Perfect. All right. And then eventually I'll go back to playing my little Is It In Yet game. Is that it? No. Is it in yet? Oh. There we go. Look at that. So that was counterclockwise. Those are my two suggestions though. People say, "Oh, clockwise always works or counterclockwise always work." The truth is that this is clockwise and that was counter. The truth is try both. Those should be your the first two things that you try. But look how clean that is. It's so weird. It's just so weird how one works one way and the other. All right, cool. We're done. Oh my god. Thank you. I learned my lesson. If it doesn't work like the first couple of times, I haven't learned my lesson at all because I should have gave up immediately. I still had hope that I could somehow overcome it with sheer determination. All right, we're gonna do apples. We got a lot of money. And then the manor. We got to do the manor. We need a lot of boards. So I feel like my first people are just going to be mostly focused on getting all of the boards we need to build out our awesome castle. I think that's what like. I don't think these people eating a healthy diet is what anyone here cares about. So I'm gonna try to read the room, and we're gonna build a super cool castle here instead of focusing on their needs. But let's get the people going. Let's at least get some of the stuff being built. Yeah, I like to play a lot of shooters too, actually. All right, let's take them out of the hunting camp, put them in the forager. Shooter games are definitely good ones. All right, we're doing all right. We're gonna need to get a little bit of industry going now. Let's get a leather maker right here. We got the, it's cool as we got the storehouse with the leather right there. We're kind of centralized here. The only guy who kind of sucks is this gentleman over here in the saw pit. But he's so inefficient. But it's just the way it is. I just want to get all this wood. Let's also set the woodcutter's lodge so that he's cutting everything here. Actually, let's just do this. That's more than enough for the woodcutter. Perfect. All right, we got the church up. That's a huge bonus. All right. Perfect. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is start getting that stone so I can start doing upgrades. I'm going to slap another dude in the log. Let's get that going big time. Eventually, I'm just going to have both these guys deforesting this entire area. Alright. Let's see, what can I do here? Okay, so this is where this connects. This is pretty inefficient here. So they'll connect here and they'll walk around. That's not too bad. I mean, we got a nice little back path where they can go all this way, but that's not very efficient. So the only entry point is like right here, and then this is where I think the enemies are going to come from most of the time. We'll have to destroy this road and then replace it with it going through the manor. I'm probably going to do a double Pac-Man. We'll see. I want people to be... I think people can now walk through the roads, because I know they had issues. So they just made it so people could walk through castles now, so that shouldn't cause too many problems. If I block this off, I don't know if I'm going to screw myself, and they're going to have to go all the way around. But I think they fixed it. All right, yeah, the families are moving in pretty fast now. All right, so we're going to do the 50-50. Get them veggies going. Perfect. We're not too far away from the granary. I'm still going to do a central granary, though. I like to do kind of natural curves. That looks good enough. I wonder if because I don't think we're going to trade. I wonder if I am lucky. Sometimes you get lucky and sometimes you don't. But I want to put a well. Oh, yeah. There's enough room for a well if you get lucky in the center of this for sure. We're just going to place the well. I have one over here, but I'm just going to place another one right there. Because I want to. Alright, we're growing. We're going to get the tannery going next. Create that. Get that built out. It does seem like building is a little laggy. A low behind, but... 2 families over there. Oh, you're saying that you may not even have to do this anymore, and that it automatically just doesn't kill them? That would be probably the smart... Probably it would be smart for them to do that, so that people don't have to do something this dumb. But it also... But I'll say this, it also helps you, because you can still place a building down on a berry bush and destroy it. So having this thing helps you visually know where not to put stuff. I just do a road around the wild animals so that I don't have to do a pasture. But so that I also have a visual representation of where I don't want to do something that would hurt, move them. I don't want to move them. Okay, we're at 147. Okay, yeah. So there is kind of a magic number with this stuff. So look, we got honey, we got apples, we got bread, we got veggies, and we got fish. I think it was glitched, to be honest. Like when I loaded in, like a bunch of food was missing. So I think that was a glitch, because we're back to normal. So we have 5 food types, completely overkill. But remember, the more food types you have, the less food you need of your other food types. So that's why I like honey, because it's just like we have a lot of families, and I don't know what to entirely do with all of them. I'm probably just gonna overkill my farming just a tad bit now. And check out that windmill. Yeah, we're doing great. Check out my oven. We're doing great. Let's see how much flour do we have. 12 flour, so we don't need to increase anything there. 63 ale. We're doing great. We're down to a reasonable... We're at a reason... Now, ale has spoilage too, so you don't want to have 300 ale. Like, we're buying a little bit of ale. Look, we're actually cash positive. We're purchasing ale. My second tip for you too is that if you can get barley on 40% fertility, you'll get above 40%. It's when it goes below 40% that you get like 1 barley. So, but if it's over 40%, you can get 40 barley per 1 Morgan. So any of this yellow stuff that you see, you actually can grow barley on. Will it be enough for your whole village? Absolutely not. But will it dramatically reduce the amount of money you're spending on barley? I would say yes. I mean, it's like hundreds of coins a year that you're not spending, because barley is expensive. I don't know where the banditos are. Oh, they're over here. All right. So unfortunately, I think they're gonna bring the fight to us. And I guess that's not unfortunate. So we're gonna meet them. I love this top. I love how I don't get attacked from the side. There's only 2 directions the enemy can come. Perfect. All right, yeah. So I've switched out from spears to polearms. I use my retinue for defense, for absorbing, defensive charges, and I love the polearms because the polearms they're basically like the Judge Dreads. They uphold the law. This is where the castle's gonna go though. And this is where I think the enemy is going to try to come up. If they do attempt to come up through here, it's going to be a killing field. The castle, though, I think is going to be this whole area here. And we're going to have 2 entry points. And I'm going to probably delete this road. I'll figure it out. I mean, I could just delete these buildings. Because right here, actually, this circle right here would be a... Ooh. I want to destroy these houses. I really do. This circle right here, and then flush like this area right here, I think would be awesome for a castle. All right, let's destroy some stuff. Eminent domain, you know. You got to put that super cool castle / highway through this area. Mima's got to lose her farm. There we go. Double, 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 double. I'm just going to move them over. I'm going to destroy this. Alright, they're coming at us pretty hard. We got a well there. I can put a well right here, right? Perfect. Yeah, we're going to destroy these houses, destroy this well. We're going to destroy these roads. We're going to build our entire castle right here. And that way, the castle is facing this way if they come up from here. And it's facing this way if they come up from this area. Three of them, huh? Oh, they are gonna try to come up through this area. Yeah, it's because it's the easiest place for them to see where they can come up. There they are. Alright. This is a bad place to be, man. They're running through a river. Getting hit. Alright. This is going to be a great place for a castle, I'll tell you that. This isn't even going to be a fight. This is going to be a slaughter. I don't even think I need to position my guys in any weird way. We're just going to side charge them. They're going to get mowed. Yeah, they're already running. Halberds are stupid powerful. They just clean enemies out. They're just aggressive. You just don't even care about defense. Yeah. We didn't even lose anybody. Oh, one dude. One dude he still wants to play. They immediately just pissed their pants. That's funny. Okay. Well, that was fun, guys. We should do that more often. That's why I love halberds. And halberds, all I did for halberds is I didn't even make them. You don't have to have shields. I mean, I need to probably start buying armors and stuff. We are tier 3, so we can start putting our money. Yeah, let's start treating our people with just a tad bit of respect. So come over to our military. I'm importing pole arms until I have 15. We're exporting bows over 30. What we're gonna do now is buy mail armor since we're tier 3. And we'll do that 10 at a time. That's good. All right. So we're gonna start getting armored up. Beautiful. We're in great shape. I think they may have actually gotten a downhill charge bonus. Let me pay more attention to that next time. Oh, it's beautiful. Look at this. Look at this great scenery, guys. That fresh mountain air. These dummies who came with clubs to a halberd fight. It was not smart. All right, we're almost out of the berries. All right, granary's up, storehouse is up. We definitely want to upgrade the storage on this thing ASAP. Same with the granary. Tannery, we're gonna put one dude in the tannery. Woodcutter, let's put a dude in the woodcutter now. We got 2 months. Okay, we got 3 people sitting around having a good time. Check out these other houses. Other houses are grand. We got the farmer plots going. Let's double the living spaces of these individuals. And now, so this is how a bender is supposed to be, like right next to the wood. And like tanner is a great job for one of these farmers because you really don't need them producing leather all the time. At all, in fact. All right, we're going to just do one more storehouse worker, not because we need to, but because I just want to have a little bit of extra firewood being delivered. And what we need to do is make sure that we use the overstock feature. Probably up to... Well, I mean, I could technically do 20. I'm just going to do 15. I only need 1 firewood stall, but I'm going to have 2 of them going because firewood's going to start going fast with this many... Well, the plots are the same. We have 17 plots. I can up population if I want. We're at 216. We have no more room. Are our armies maxed? No, we definitely need... Okay, so we need probably... 3 more houses. Where do I want to put more people? I think I want to put more people right here, actually. Next to all of the honey being produced. There we go. Let's do that. All right, that's going to put us at 20 burgers plots right there. And that's going to be our magic number. All right. Honey doesn't expire either, so we might start selling honey. But honey will help us when we don't have bread. Honey will also help us when we don't have apples. So 5 food types really is the magic number with the spoilage system. All right, let's get some stone going. All right, we're going to unpause this logging camp. We're going to get the saw pit going again. I'm going to actually put the cap on 300. We're going to need several hundred for the castle that we're going to build. All right, let's double. Double. And goodbye. Gotta make way for the castle. All right. I like that circle. I'm gonna keep the circle road. I like that circle a lot. Yeah, salvaging weapons and armor from raiders would be pretty dope. I wouldn't even mind like a wear and tear system or like a like a maintenance kind of thing. And we're doing just terrific. I'm really happy. I think if anything, what I should probably do is maybe make a little bit more. I feel like bread. We're just like a little bit off on bread. I do actually have like another point that I can get, and I could go into rye cultivation. Let's do it. All right, so what do I need for my next level? Ooh, I'm gonna have 30 burgers plots to get that. That's the one disadvantage to the 20 burgers. Yeah, you really do want 30. And you might as well go higher if you're gonna do that. That sucks. Yeah, that sucks. I don't need it. I just want it. I really don't actually need it. I have 11 free families. We have a bunch of areas over here that I could use for grain. This isn't gonna be cool. It's kind of weird that I can build over this river, and I don't like it. It's like we're growing in the river, I guess. That's one. This whole area back here is actually yellow. 1.2. I don't care anymore. All right. Yeah, it's all good. All right, so I think what we're gonna do is relocate this guy over here in the thick, and I'm gonna put a farm over there, and we're gonna put another farmhouse up in this area because it needs it. There we go. Yeah, we just need a tad bit more wheat. 1.3. Who cares, right? I just gotta wait for them to move all that wood. Then we'll put a big old farm there. Yeah, let's do a... This is gonna be like... I think this is gonna mess stuff up so much, but I just need more wheat. I just need so much more wheat. I think that will put us right where we need to be. All right, and we need to get some money coming in here. That's easy enough. We just need to get to tier 2. And I think to get to tier 2, all I'm missing is 2 food types. And we have the bread. All right, we got more than enough stone. I'm going to pull him off. Upgrade this granary as soon as possible. Looks like the sawmill is slacking. All right, logger. Let's get another dude there. Perfect. One dude in the hunting. Upgrade the granary. All right, let's check out the market stalls. Just make sure everything seems pretty decent right now. Need to get that second food type. This place is doing great, though. Even with the purchasing of armor, it looks like we're still doing an okay job. All right, we need one more room. All right, it's frozen. We have the perks, so they could... Yeah, we have the perks, so they're supposed to be able to fish. Allows us to fish year-round. But I think we're at our cap. Yeah, we're at our cap. It's pretty cool, though. I do like that they... It'd be cool if they ice skate... They don't have ice skates. What am I talking about? They didn't have... No one was ice skating in medieval times. They'd probably think you've gone mad if you were out there just, like, having a good time on ice skates. They're like, what is he doing? Actually, I don't know. Does anyone know when ice skates were, like, a thing? Alright. We're going to tier 2 for that passive money on the closest things we can. Nice. Tier 2. They had ice skates back in the before times. In the long ago. Alright, let's get a trade post up. I think ice skates would have been difficult because metal was pretty important. Like metal was used mostly for killing people, and I feel like ice skates would be a lot of, or like farming or killing. Like I don't think people would have a lot of spare metal for ice skates. I don't know if people like it just doesn't make sense to me that they had ice skates just because of how, like I said, like how important metal was. Okay, animal bones make sense. Ah. But like, okay, like ice skates make sense from like in a military like respect, you know what I mean? Like for movements, but I just mean like straight up someone in the middle of an ice pond just like singing to themselves like a wild maniac kind of ice skating. I don't know if people did that. I don't know, man. I could see it as in the sense of a tool, but I don't know. Yeah, exactly, Mo. That's what I'm saying. I don't really think that. I do not foresee people having ice skates at all because, like, you either like have a spade or you have an ice skate, and I don't think people would have prioritized ice skates over, you know, not dying. Okay, right. We're gonna hold true. I'm gonna figure out what I want to do with this land. The upgrade for the well allows you to facilitate 30 burgage plots instead of 15. It's not too expensive, but realistically speaking, wells are very cheap, so you can just build another well. So I don't know. They might want to revisit it because it doesn't have to. What would be cool is if the well was a requirement and or gave you an approval bonus when you upgraded it. Maybe it does. Who freaking knows? It needs to give an approval bonus though to be valuable in my opinion, because I can just put another well down for like a couple of wood, and it's the same thing as if I upgraded a well. So it doesn't have like an immense value in my point of view. All right, we're gonna have to get a forester up. I'm going through this area like crazy. All right, well, I'm glad I have the workers over here. All right, we got a little bit of things going on. Got the trade post up. Pop a person in the trade. We're going to start trading berries. I would say anything over 160 is good. And what we're going to need to do is start doubling down on forager huts. We're going to need 3 forager huts. I think this is fine right here. I'm gonna get 3 of them, and we need multiple. We need about 2 in each one to get all of the berries as they come out. We're gonna need extra workers in each of these. Get that going now. All right, we got a good flow going, and soon we're gonna have more money than we know what to do with. Yeah, it does make more sense to have one well, because people will go to the well that is closest to them. So yeah, and like over here I have a well for these guys so they don't have to walk all the way back into town. I've said that a few times, but yeah, it's important to stress that quite a bit. You do definitely want multiple wells, and that's why I'm saying that I feel like the stone well should provide an approval bonus. That way you're incentivized to upgrade your wells. Otherwise, there's really no incentive. Okay. 2 people there. All right. Now we are full on awesome. So, okay. I'm going to start prepping these guys. So we'll do, this will be the first year crops. This will be the second year crop. Actually, each one of these is the good crop. So that's first year. That's second year. And this is third year. Because these 3 middle crop grounds were had the best fertility. So I want to make sure. Yeah, 68. That's going to be good. All right. We just need to get a little bit of money in our pocket. That's the one thing I wish I could send myself money so I could. Each town has to have its own economy. All right, we've spent a bit of money on armor, as you can see. Everybody, 22, so we're not fully stacked yet. We almost have a full army. I just need to upgrade these houses, and then we'll have a full army. Not enough logs, huh? Alright. Let's get these dudes cutting logs down. Alright. I'm just going to do an absurd field size here. 1.3 Morgans. Good enough. Alright. Wheat in the first, wheat in the second, wheat in the third. Alright. Now we've effectively increased our wheat production. I'm really hoping that this does it. I'm going to pop 4 people in there because I just don't ever want to see them again. And I think that's going to do it for us. Wow, we have a lot of honey. Okay, so now we have 300. It's weird, dude. I had, like, it's just weird. We had 6 and we weren't getting any honey. I plopped down a couple more honey guys, and now it's like I got honey for days. So we're going to start. Honey does not spoil if it's stored. So honey's probably like one of the best items in the game now because of spoil. I didn't actually think about that. You could actually make an argument for honey being one of the best trade items in the game because it doesn't spoil. Outside of its massive cost. But yeah, we're gonna trade anything over 200 honey. We're gonna just throw it. So now I have 4 items that I'm trading, which I don't typically like to do, but that's okay. And we're gonna massively increase our trade. But I'm keeping 1 trade post because currently trade sucks in the regards that if I have a trade post with 37 fish and I have a trade post with 5 fish, now traders go to a random trade post instead of going to the closest one as of this patch. So whatever trade post he goes to is where he's going to buy the goods. And so if I have 5 fish in the trade post he goes to, that's all the fish he's going to buy. So I've found a lot more economic stability just focusing on 3 to 4 trade goods. So we're trading fish, we're trading bows, and we're trading veggies. Since we're making so many veggies and they're spoiling. It seems like apples are they're just kind of weird. They're spoiling really fast. Veggies they harvest a couple times per year, so I think we're all right. All right. My retinue, I do have a lot of money. So yeah, let's I really wish there was a mass upgrade button so I did not have to go down the line, but yeah, you're right. The next thing we need to do is get our manor up in the 2nd territory, which is what we're working on, but we're gonna have I think these battles that I'm about to have are actually gonna be pretty intense, guys. I'm not gonna lie. The last one got glitched out and it was just like wave after wave of mercenaries, and we lost a few folk. I did do chapters on that last playthrough, and I bookmarked that fight. If you're interested in seeing, it's towards the end of the first episode if you haven't seen it, and I actually recommend you do because it was pretty cool. But here we are, and of course after the live stream, and of course after you watch the 2nd episode. Yeah, it doesn't make too much sense to go back. All right, I need names. I need names for this. What do you guys think the name of the first settlement should be? I got a burn windmill. Oh. What the It's not burned. Weird. Weird. I'm going to put 2 people in here just in case they take one out. I've had this weird issue where they're taking people away. All right, I need name suggestions for these villages. I could call this the medieval ice skate arena. I don't know. Bartertown. Katzenberg. I'm looking for that zinger. This is a nice little peaceful farming town, though. I do really like these smaller maps. You have to be a lot more thoughtful with the small maps. It's much like you don't just build a giant city on these maps. All right, let's get these bad boys to tier 3. All right, we have 20 burgers plots perfectly. And we're going to get probably about 250. I love it. We're probably going to go for 20 burgers plots on this bad boy. Okay, he's going to war. He's going to war with me. I'm pulling in all the stops here. I'm not even gonna play around with this guy. He wants to go to war. We can go to war, and he's gonna have to fight me in my castle. I want to make sure all my men get off. When he once I go to war with him, his men are gonna spawn like right behind me probably. So I'm gonna hold off for just a second. I want to get my guys next to the castle. End zone. I actually like end zone. We're gonna go with end zone because it is on the end. It's got. I like it because I like the game end zoned, and because it is the end of the zone. Good. That's a good one. We got our glorious. This is the great thing about being rich. Like the more prosperous your town is, the more taxes you're getting off of it in your treasury. But this is the glorious thing about being rich is that I basically have a meat shield around my whole base. All right. Now he's either gonna come from back here, or he's gonna have to come all the way down. I'm gonna have to pay a little bit of money, but yeah, I see he came right out behind us. Oh God. I didn't realize those guys were all the way down there. That's fine. The important people are here. And then the meat shields all outside. There we go. Oh, I might have to fight a couple battles. Nope. Enemy unit spotted. They're not in their own territory. Oh, here they come. They are having a field trip trying to figure out how to get in my base. All right. Operation Meat. Ooh, shield wall. Nice. Oh, they don't got it. All right, stand your ground. Shield wall for me, my friends. There we go. They're coming. All right, we got it going on. Let's go into cinematic mode. This is pretty tight. Alright, so what you have to be careful of is them trying to phase through the wall, but they will typically go around it. And what's crazy about this is they turn their back to the archers while they're in front of them. The archers just really start to pile it down. It's just absolute chaos for them. Yeah, we've routed most of their army. It looks like they have another group of individuals trying to come at us. I'm not even going to try to mess with these dudes, but their archers are back there. Alright. I say we engage their archers. I say we engage these men. I like how they're just cheering on. They just they know they don't have to help out. They're just like, yeah, get them. Yeah, I have way too much. I have more money than common sense, that's for sure. You guys can help, you know? All right. These archers stood no chance. Look at, well, you're saying imagine casually farming. This guy is just going about his stroll over there. It's just, people are just like going about their daily lives. This ox he's just chilling. This lady over here, she's waiting. She's having a moment. She's like, oh, look at that nice. She's just looking up at the mountain. While men are fighting for their lives over here. Okay, we have to get over here and to win the battle. What you do is you just have you just need to. So there's gonna be another fight because we didn't commence the battle. They're gonna come in with another army. That's good. I want to kill more. We have to hold this point to win the battle. I'm just going to use the mercenary army for that, and I'm going to keep my people protected in the fort. I could send them like 1 or 2 backups, but I'm going to send them the 1 archer. There we go. But yeah, we just got to keep pushing the line. 79%. What do we got going on here? 1 free family. I mean, we're doing all right here. Once we get the castle up here, though, it's great. This seems to be the point where they attack, which is where the castle's going. Yeah, the trader might have to. Yeah, he might actually have to. I think I need to get a church member here too. Crows are out. I don't see a second army yet, but we need to be prepared for armies in any area. I can't wait to see when they improve the AI and they like actually try to burn everything to the ground. No, I don't want to end the war. I really want it to keep going. Okay. We're going to start building the manor. All right, it's going to go right here. And so what we're going to need to do, tax office doesn't do anything. I just never built it. It's garrison towers. Oh, I need a lot more wood for this. Okay, that looks pretty decent. That's what we're probably going to end up doing right there. And then we'll wall this in. Put a road down it. I need a bunch more stone. And I need a bunch more wood. I'm going to pop him out. Pop him in. We need a bunch of wood just for storage itself. We got this whole area over here. Let's do 4. We'll just deforest all of this. All right, cool. So yeah, we're going to build a pretty massive castle right here. And we got tons of room for more buildings back here. We got all of our farming in a good spot. All right. Looking good. Yeah, these people are just going about their day. Yeah, this is probably the coolest map in my opinion. I really like it. I also Honestly, I like it because it forces me to not build giant cities and to be a little bit more thoughtful about how I build things. It's also probably the coolest looking map. I mean, they got a hell of a view from this farm. This is the center. There'll be a granary here eventually. Yeah, you can see all the mounted, not mounted. There will be cav too. There will be mounted units eventually. You can see all the warriors. Yeah, I like the tactical aspect of it too. Like, you basically, when I saw this map, I knew it was perfect. So basically, every region I take and go northward becomes another fortified point. It would be cool to see. It would be cool to play, to tweak it with the settings to where you get attacked all the time, and like on the max difficulty where you get attacked more often. I think that would be this map would be cool with that setting. I think you would have to rely on fortification here for a lot of your survival. But so far they have not been able to take us. That's why you gotta love mercenaries. At least they fixed it so that you have your own mercenary pool now. It'd be kind of cool if you could fight too, though. I mean, he does have a sword. You never get to fight with him. But yeah, we're gonna have a castle right here. So the castle's gonna be all along this area. And if they want to get up, they're gonna have to get through the castle. But look, you can see the mining community down there with the lumber. It's just a very visually beautiful game. But this is where the castle will be. And they'll have to come up this little valley here. Very cool. 36 days. All right, we're in good shape. I have enough money that I can pay everybody. Food is doing all right. Looks like our money's still going up. I think everyone has armor now. Looks like we have enough money to start on the apples here a little bit. Let's get the apples orchard going. All right, what do we got here? 254 planks, 74 timber. Oh, yes, he's coming. Yay! We get to kill more of them. Where are they? I want to kill them. Oh. Oh, okay. There they are. All right. This is why you only have one way in, typically, but there we go. Ooh, that's a big one. Yeah, I don't think their archers are going to fare too well against a bunch of archers, but they don't have armor either. My individuals have armor. Yeah, they're going down now. Oh, that hurt. That hurt them. We just took out like 5 of them. Oops, friendly fire. Did I shoot one of my own people? Like a civilian or something? Said friendly. Oh no! I took out this dude. I don't know who he is. Oh, I friendly fired my ox. I shot Betsy. Oh shoot! I didn't know you could do that. I killed my ox. All right. This is where fortifications get stupid OP because they're all considered to have their back turned to me right now when I'm shooting at them. And so we broke them. Yeah, we're hitting them for a lot. And so they really hate this. Oh shit, some of them are, oh no, they're morphing through. They said it's morphin' time and they went through the wall. All right, so my guys, you can see my guys have some armor on and some don't. Yeah, I definitely got Betsy killed. I'm a terrible steward of all of these individuals. All right, we're gonna charge out. There we go. All right, we're gonna leave one line. Sometimes it's good to have a line of people in certain points. All right, we're gonna just stay in the fort for a bit. One weird thing is they have to like break apart and move all over when you try to move them. Kind of weird. Yeah, it's definitely morphin' time. All right, let's get this up. I think we're gonna have to start trading for stone. We're gonna need a lot of money. I'm gonna pull back there. We got 2 there. I'm gonna pull back there just for a little bit. See, we got lots of berries, so they better start trading them berries. And I think what we want to do... Okay. Oh my god, we had a lot of bodies to burn. Okay, we're gonna get rid of all of them. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. One of them was not supposed to go. All right, we won. What did I do? Okay. Okay, we won. We're at peace for the time being. I just need 2,000 influence to take another region. But that I think I'm gonna do one region a stream. I think that's the way it's gonna go. We still have a lot to do over here. I still have to get this whole castle up. Once we get this castle up, then we can steal this place, and then we have a whole nother mountain to build a mighty castle on over here too. Yeah, each one of these regions has a really cool like cliff, and then the end is just taking this little endpoint. But you got a cliff there, you got a cliff there, and then you got a dip. All right, we're in good shape. Man, it seems like they're having a problem with the stone. Oh, we have a lot of stone. That's great. We're gonna need it. All right. Perfect. Why am I paying? Why am I paying mercenaries? I don't have any mercenaries. I hope that's not a bug where I have to infinitely pay them now. Oh, it'd suck. All right, a little bit more families. Okay, we are at max families. I think we hit 250 at 20 burgage plots. Some are individuals, of course. All right, we're in good shape. 1.2 thousand food. Everything looking pretty good. Bread's still a little hit or miss. I have this spot over here. We have 10 free families. Okay, we got 4 there. I'm gonna put 4 here. 4 there. Let's pop it up 1. 2 individuals. All right, we just need a little bit of money. I think we got the manor up. All right. 110 wood. Okay. Okay. We're gonna need a little bit more. You pay mercenaries, you pay monthly if you still have them, but once you dismiss them, you don't have them anymore. You're right. I probably do need more oxen. We're gonna have to put our money into ox if we're gonna get all these logs moved. I have like, what, yeah, 3 now? Gotta get that going. All right, we're in good shape. Oh, we have it. Ah, 110. I forgot. All right, let's get that dude going. Pop one of them out. 34 months worth of fuel. I think we're good. Granary's good. Large storehouse is good. Everybody here is not happy. They want more booze. Okay. 35%. All right, we're going to need to purchase a little bit more malt per month. I'm going to boot this up to 15, which I still think is quite a lot, but our import price is low. Malt house over here. All right, we're doing good. All right, we're in great shape. That's kind of funny. Yeah, the river just goes right through the farm. All right. Yeah, we're poor, but we're gonna get there. Gonna keep buying ox so we can move all these logs. All right, there's plenty of storage. Yeah, you're right. I'm gonna need so many ox to move all of these logs. It's kind of insane. Now we're doing great. I probably should put a storehouse down here for these boards just to make it a little bit easier on us. I'm gonna put it right here. Get these houses since they're the furthest away. All right. Let's start getting everybody to tier 2. I know I'm going to use some of my wood to do it, but I need the passive money to buy ox. Nice, 48. I actually really need to prioritize getting the apple orchards up too. I have one of them up, but they take 5 years to come to fruition. You don't have to rush getting a granary up until like you really even have anything. And 2, this is really close to the granary, which I'm getting a few vegetables. That's actually amazing. Yeah, they finally fixed it. It does feel like you don't get your full yields till about the 3rd year, but you do start actually bringing in the bacon, so to speak. It looks like we're getting away with 6 families on this. I have 11 free families. I'm not really sure what to do with them. Here, I mean, everything in this location's great. The only thing I could potentially ever do is more farmers, but I don't have any barley areas that you have to have at least over 40% fertility to get a yield on barley. I don't got that. I got like 30s. All right, apples are up on both of these now. We still have 58. Nice. Another ox. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna get this castle up. There we go. I think I have enough ox to help. One more individual. It does kind of feel like I need to get more families in here to make this a little bit easier for us. Let's see what we can do. Let's put 2 more houses up. Double burgage plots, though. We definitely need to buy the route for these berries. We just have too many sitting in there. Yeah, I got a lot of unemployed people, but you know, there's not really much I can do with them. I think I have trade maxed out. Let's get another horse. Let me see what I can do. Tavern. Let's get another person in the tavern just since we can. Yeah, everyone's doing great. Markets are perfect. Yeah, pretty good. I could do some overstocking. I might actually just preemptively do a little bit of overstocking in this granary here. And then we can overstock everything being put here. 5. More than 5. We'll do 10. What do I have here? Yeah, food stalls only. Yeah. We'll just do an extra market and overstock it. One cool thing about market stalls is that, like I said, you have a 0 on this bread. Any bread stored here is going to have no spoilage, so that's actually kind of cool. You could make an argument that might actually help you out. All right, we got 2 development points here now. I'm going to go into trade logistics and better deals here. That way I can buy more materials. We're going to turn this into a trade economy. All right. And we're pretty awesome. And we're going to get all these guys. I'm going to get the extra tower so I can get a full band of 24. But yeah, every region we take, we just become stronger and stronger because we have more retinue to field. Here we go. All right, there we go. Now we're doing great. I want to get these guys up to tier 3 as soon as possible, though. Get some extra families. We need to get booze. Let's get a tavern here now. I think we're just going to try to shoot for tier 3 ASAP. We're going to be limited by food, of course. Malt house. Can I fit the malt house in here somehow? Ah. Okay. We'll just put it sideways. There we go. Malt house. That's cool. It's right next to the barley. It's right next to all the storage. Yeah, they're doing a great job getting that them veggies in. Got veggies, berries. We got that on lock. I don't need to have 4 food types to have tier 3. I just need 3. They'll be a little pissy, but it's okay. And we're gonna need to get this clay coming in so I can make clay tiles. I'll make a clay furnace right here for now. I'll just drag the clay from over there. A little inefficient, but it's all right. Just temporary. And we only got 94 logs. Okay, let's bring in another dude. More wood storage, I guess. Forester has a lot of work to do. 254 stone seems a little excessive. Get another, we're gonna need a lot of ox. I'm gonna need probably like 10 or 12. All right. Let's get the granary in here. Get this marketplace. I do not need 9 locations. I need like 2 max. I'll do 4. Okay, this is all combat right there. I wonder what kind of weird plots I could make in here. Just one weird giant plot. That's kind of funny. There we go. 2 doubles. I like it. 1 double. In between, I can figure something else later. I wish we had decorations, though, man. That's one thing I really wish we had. We have 1 decoration, and it's just like this shrine. Put a couple shrines down, I guess. Yeah, there's no barley to be had in this territory unless I look really close in the tree lines. There's nothing. This isn't even close to enough to make it worth it. We'll have to import all of our barley. Most likely I'm gonna do war bows here too. Or maybe we could do we could try dyes. I mean, we have a bunch of berries that are just expiring. We might as well make dyes for trade. Now, spoilage does actually kind of encourage you to go into dyes. Before I was just like, what's the point? But now that you have spoilage, you actually can kind of see the point. We're gonna set a limit. Oh, we can't set a limit on firewood? Oh my god. I have 1 guy making firewood and I'm just like, okay. I'll just make another storehouse for it. All right, everybody's drunk again. So we're great. And we're still pretty positive on cash. Okay. 8 more wood. I think we need more ox. Yeah, we just need more ox. I think these people are... Oh, they're constructing? I don't know what they're constructing. They're going the wrong way. Yeah, this city... I think this city's going to look pretty cool once we get the castle up. Ah, using the shrine to force move animals. That's a good, because it doesn't remove trees. That's a really good idea. That's one of the things I hate about when I would force move animals is all the trees it destroys. I mean, they look cool, but like, I want like gardens and stuff. But let's get as many people in here as possible. All right, this is looking good. The one thing I like about the Brondo, though, is just all of the pathways that there are in and out of it. It flows just really well. It's a nice area. All right, the markets are doing okay. We're gonna need We're gonna need artisans here in a second. I'm gonna need boot making. And I think I've decided that this is gonna be the place where boots are made. We do not want a double plot. We just want something like this. We gotta start making those boots though. Malt house, alright. Malt tavern. Perfect. Alright. One of the things that is actually kind of annoying is I am going to need a lot of wood just for upgrades, and I'm contending with my desire to build a giant castle. But let's just keep buying ox. That will hopefully speed this up. I think a lot of it is just the ox. There's like so much lumber that the ox have to get. How many ox do I have over here? 13. That's pretty good. Alright, we're in good shape. Bread and veggies and apples and honey and fish and everything's keeping up. Fish, alright, yeah. Fish aren't bad. If you do fish right and you're willing to spend the point, they're not bad. I just don't like spending the point, but I do like fish for trade as a trade item. I think that it's a really easy trade item to get going. And they seem to hold their value pretty well. 64% approval, 63%. Oh wow, we got a lot of people now. Yeah, they're moving in fast. Let's get all the I just want to get this place going. All right, advanced veggies, apples, upgrade, advance, veggies, apples, done. All right, and this granary is just gonna do berries. All right, we're in good shape. The meat almost becomes pointless at some point. I almost hate serving it there, to be honest. Let's get this guy up, get him going. I have had issues where the granary upgrade doesn't build, and I've had to destroy it and replace the granary. Right now, I think what's happening is we just don't have enough ox. There's too many tasks for them to do. We're building something great. The best way to defeat a bandit camp is to get into bow making as fast as possible, or snipe a bandit camp from the Baron, and then use that money to hire a mercenary guild to destroy the first wave of bandits. That's what I typically try to just snipe a bandit camp. You can even fight it with your own spearmen. You can take a bandit camp out with your spearmen and only lose like 1 or 2 dudes on a bad run. And then throw that money into your treasury and then hire a merc guild. And then you don't even have to worry about building anything. Okay. 129, we did it. Okay, this is where stuff's gonna get weird. I should probably try to get the garrison tower. There's outer tower, garrison tower. There. Alright, here we go. 120 wood. The walls are gonna be the next step. This is gonna be huge. Okay. Let's oh yeah, I forgot to get this. There we go. Get that road. And if we want to have another road, we can. Alright. And we'll figure this part out later. But this is going to be a bit to build. And then the walls will be next. Yeah, we got the Brondo up. The new Brondo. This is probably the coolest Brondo ever. These guys have the best view. Alright, we're going to get 2 people in here. 1 for apples, 1 for veggies. That's going to hit all our market demand. And then over here, we need to get this house upgraded ASAP so that we can make shoes. So we just have to wait for the family to move in. We have 5 available spaces. I like the new UI that they've done with this, though. It's really good. Okay, we got a big old band of raiders. We're just going to fight them the old-fashioned way by cowering inside of our walls. And then making sure they don't morph through the walls. Oh, I hope they don't burn anything down. Okay, cool. If you don't aggro them, they'll start burning your village down. These guys are pretty tame. Next thing we need to do is start buying helmets. We got the armor, though. We got chainmail armor. Okay. Need to make sure we don't get caught outside our own walls. Oh no, my taxes! They want a lot of money. We'll have to get the second region up ASAP. I need to start making money off these guys. I like how the missiles just fly through. Hopefully we don't shoot any... Oh no, Peter! There's so many ox coming this way. Please don't shoot my ox again. Oh no! Friendly fire. Did we kill a horse? I think we killed this horse. I don't think we didn't kill the horse, but we did shoot the horse. It's still standing. Yeah, if your trade's breaking down, it's because you shot all your horses with a volley of arrows. Okay. All right, they're trying to morph through the walls. We're not gonna let them. Double walling is really advised for that reason. Okay, so some of the bandits have made their way around. It's okay. We've killed a few. Oh, they did kill a couple people. They did kill a couple people. But, you know, they probably had it coming. I mean, they were standing in front of a army. There we go. Alright, some of them phased through. They learned how to climb the fence. We're just going to say they learned how to climb. I think I'm actually like shooting my own people too. I don't know. It's like a mix. There's a lot of dead. There's a lot of dead people in front of this place. Yeah, blood does help the crops grow. It does. I don't know where I read that, but it sounds true. And those are things that sound true are the best truths. All right, we won. We won. I mean, I won, but these poor villagers definitely lost. Oh, dude, I should have taken them out of the castle before I put them back in the workforce, because now they're all going to their jobs. Oh, man. Like when people get out of a concert and... Oh, God. Why are there so many people over here just chilling? They're going home, but there's... Yeah. This is all... I might have to redesign. When you do this, you should do it a little bit bigger. I don't typically do it that small, but... Oh, dang, look at that. Look at them in the towers. Next is the walls. And then we're going to get this bad boy going. I think what I want to do is have a double... I'm going to have a double Pac-Man here. Move that road. We'll get the castle up here soon. Oh man, we got a lot of people. Alright, let's slap a dude in the malt house. Just so I don't forget. We need a little... Yeah, we still have 4 people who can come here. They're taking their time. Everything's good. I just need to get them boots going. Oh, man. Alright, we got the clay pit up. Let's start getting some clay tiles so we can get this church up, too. We definitely need to get that church upgraded. And I believe I placed the clay furnace right there. I used to do herb gardens and sell, but I found lately that I just accumulate an insane amount of herbs, and it's really annoying. They don't sell that well anymore. And because until they fix trade, and I'm just using the one trade post to make sure I get optimal sells, like, I want to limit the amount of things I'm selling, and I tend to prefer things that perform well. All right, so mail armor is good. We're at a good point with that. We're gonna get helmets now. Cool. So we're gonna be fully armored, all of our individuals. You have to be tier 3 to use chainmail and all that. I think tier 2 for helmets, but tier 3 for the chainmail. I just skipped the tier 1 armor, honestly, for that reason. All right, look at them ox go. They're doing the Lord's work. Oh, dude, we still have 60 logs that we have to move in. Well, it's a good thing my wood's all the way over here. Doesn't look like I continued the road correctly, though. There we go. This, what? we freaking scorched earth this place. We Gondored this area over here. This used to be a full forest. Oh my god. What have we done? Yeah, we really tore this place apart. Probably gonna have to get a couple foresters, but it was worth it. It was worth it. We're gonna build something really cool. I should definitely deforest this area over here so I have better line of sight on my archers, though, and leave it deforested. And yeah, this guy over here is actually, he's doing a good number. This woodcutter. I may need to get a forester back here. Gotta be careful. All right, veggies, berries, apples are even starting to come in. We're doing great. I think I probably should redo this, to be honest, because it's kind of sad. But there's just too much farmland around us. Okay. I don't know what I can do here. I want to do a better job. I think you used to be able to move things. Like you used to be able to like move points, but it's all done. And I don't actually even know if I can destroy this without destroying the whole thing. Oh yeah, it's I'd have to destroy the whole thing. I feel fine with that though. Let's just destroy it. We're not even eating this meat. So I don't really care about the animals. So we're gonna destroy the animal habitat here. And we're gonna build out a nice little fort here too. Screw the animals. They can go live in another bush tree place. It's kind of funny because my name's Tacticat. I'm just like, screw animals. Let them find their own home. Okay, we're almost good here. We're at 104 logs. All right. I'm just hoping that they can actually delete this thing. Oh, there's someone inside that can't leave. No. I got squatters, man. You don't have any rights. There's no such thing as squatter rights back then. Get out of the house. They're probably, it's probably PETA, man. They're like, they know what I'm planning to do and they're not getting it. Those jerks. I just want to destroy a pristine environment and build a giant fortified castle. Nothing wrong with that. All right, manor is up. Well, at least this manor doesn't have PETA in it. So let's do it. Walls and gates. Okay. So the Pac-Man commences. Alright. So we don't want them to be able to get up here. They shouldn't try. Okay, how do I want this to look? That's the question. I don't like it being round like that. I want it to look majestic. I want it to look dignified. Okay. I think we're gonna trace. And we're gonna wall it. We're gonna do more towers on it so that it looks a little bit nicer. Okay. Let's just start with that for now. Because I will need to have a back route in. I'll have to wait for the construction to be done, but we'll have to get this road system in. We're gonna have multiple entry points for this place. And hopefully they're smart enough to go through the castle. But we'll see. It's worse. Yeah, they want. I think the peasants are revolting. Ah, use wall editor. Yeah, good point. Should be able to adjust remove point. It won't let me remove the point. Drag wall point, insert, removed, place module. Alt click. Click. But it won't let me remove the walls. Well, oh geez Louise. Okay. I'm gonna let them try to get rid of that stuff, and maybe that will unclog it. No, I did try alt like roads. It's not working at all. It won't let me destroy the fencing. It won't even select it for me to do so. Destroying palace forbidden. And I can't destroy the walls. Yeah, it's weird. I'll just keep trying. I have to destroy it by demolishing it. And I have to get the people to leave. It's whatever, man. We'll have a cooler castle over here anyway. Okay, what do we got going on here? What storage is full? Well, that's fine. Those are supposed to be full. Alright, let's get some more ox. We need so many. These poor foresters are probably at their wits' end. I've destroyed all of the environment. Alright, how are things going over here, though? Not too good. I need to make up for the ox that died. Get out! Yeah. Yes. It won't let me remove that. Won't let me remove roads. I've had... Sometimes you can get rid of stuff with the place road feature. I might have to actually place the road to get this going. There we go. Yeah. Darn it. Oh. There we go. Finally. Ugh. Okay. I can at least move that out. You know, if I can... Oh, I can freaking move the walls again. So, good. I think what we're going to do... this. Just going to modify the Pac-Man. I want you to come back, and I want you to go out. Now I don't know what I would call this, but I wouldn't call it the Pac-Man. Oh my god, I hate you. Fine. Have it your way. We'll just do this. Double gate. Since you're being oh, I see you got a... Oh man, I don't even know what I did. Okay. Well, this will be nicer anyway. This will be nicer anyway. We'll just do that. The other design was just a little too funky. The goal of this game is to find Jesus Christ. We're on a crusade for Christianity, and we just got to go region by region, and then when we find him, you get a free coupon to Taco Bell, just like they're talking about in the chat there. So you get free tacos. It's a pretty worthwhile experience. Though you have to pay $30 for that free $2 taco, I still think it's worth it. Now, the whole point of this game is just like a chill vibe and building organic towns, basically, in the medieval times, and having a flourishing little society, and potentially tacos. But that's more of something between you. Everyone's talking about Taco Bell now. I knew it. A lot of people eat Taco Bell though. All right, let's upgrade this church. I kind of want to destroy this extra tower here. I feel like what I got's good, and I just need to loop it. Oh, what happened? Okay. All right. So it got all weird on me. So let's do the place roads. So what I want is this, and I want 3 entry points. I don't want this tower anymore. I want to move it. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, that's really interesting. Nice. Let's align these a little nicer with what a castle would potentially look like. All right. This guy over here is not very necessary. This guy right here, I can move. That's interesting. So I get the benefit, and then I can move them to get an even greater benefit. Interesting. I didn't realize I could do that. There we go. That's much nicer too. All right. Well, let's just do it. Hopefully they don't try to phase through all this. Nice. Get clean. I really want that Pac-Man. Gonna have multiple Pac-Mans, basically. Alright, it's not letting me do what I want to do. Don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. Okay. It's too big. Doesn't like how big it is. Okay. We're running out of fences. That's so weird. Is it too long? I'm way over my my logs. I guess I could shave some of this off over there, but I kind of liked it. The mountain range fence. Yeah. It's the slope, I think. Or it could be the piece. It could be because it's detecting that I don't have this area. Okay. It's this spot right here. It doesn't like it. Oh my God. I came so far. Alright, we're gonna just back this up a bit. I'm just gonna move those towers. Let me do what I want to do. It's like saying I basically can only do one more wall piece. I think it's the snap points. Okay, I think we can do this a different way. I just need to utilize my snap points better. Okay. Yay! Okay. Good enough. And then these guys are gonna be inside. And everybody's gonna have a good time. Alright. Super duper castle complete-ish. Alright, hopefully it will remember that. Okay, it did. So I need 126 wood. Okay. Alright. There we go. They should not be able to get around this. This should be pretty formidable. If they come from the other side, I'll be able to do similar things. And if they come from the back, we have another Pac-Man. So we're able to fight all sides. We got a nice little place where the guys can play Frisbee if they want to. It's glorious. All right, we need 126 wood. There we go. It's gonna be great. Once we reorganize everything. All right, church is up. They did not build my Pac-Man right. That's right, we did a insulary area. All right, a lot of boards. We got a lot of... We should have more bread coming in here, hopefully. 68, that's not bad. Yeah. That's the one downside. You need at least 30 burgers plots to get all 6 of your points. So that's something for me to take into consideration, but you might as well go to 35 burgers plots at that point. Yeah, that's the problem. I know it's the nose. That's why I had to go back and make it sharper. So instead of using 6, or instead of using 8 points, I use 6 points. There's too many. All the jagged angles are making it harder and harder. Probably you kind of just have to go in small like longer movements. So I wasted too much over here. I didn't realize there was a limit. Then again, I never built something this big before. But we got it working. I just need a lot of stuff. Okay. Are we full up yet? Nope, we are not even close. We're gonna have to let them all catch up. All right, we got 8 people. I think we can start getting into farming now. I think I'll put the farmhouse right. Well, I think I could put the farmhouse. Well, I should probably wait till I have this all built out, but I think I could put the farmhouse here. All right, yeah, we're good. We're good. I wish I didn't have to do this, but I think I could probably actually pull this back a little bit here, just so it doesn't look too crazy. Yeah, these little point tags right here, each one of these count. There we go. A little sharper. Want to pull it in just a little bit so it's nice and sharp. There we go. We'll keep them from coming up this way. Could probably even make it a little different. There we go. Cool. That should do it. I think they might be able... Yeah, moving it... Getting it to work and then moving it seems to be even better. Because you don't have those issues anymore. Very cool. Cool. Now I got a double point where I can shoot either entryway right here. I can shoot from the side there. I can shoot from the sides here. This is even better. Oh God. What have you done? There you go. Perfect. All right, that's looking much cleaner. A little bit more wood to go. There we are. Yep, there's 2 new maps. This is the Canyon Valley. And then the other one has rivers in it. So they have rivers in the game now too. All right, we just need a little bit more wood on this bad boy. I think I'm gonna put someone in the church for all the dead bodies. They're not here yet, but they will be. All right, cool. So we can get boots going. I'm gonna get a forester out here. Reforest this area for our woodcutter. And we want to get at least 3 families going on these berries. I might get dye making going up here pretty soon so we can start trading that. We have 1,376, not bad. I'm going to start taxing these people. I don't like them. I don't need the money at all either. That's the great thing. Cool, we got, yeah, I don't even need this money. I want it. There we go. We got 2 full retinue. I think I'm going to start making, I think I'll just start purchasing crossbows, and we'll convert one of our original units into a crossbow. I always prefer to have all my units from one town, but you can actually hire units from other towns. So, especially when you're low pop. So if I wanted to hire units from here, I could. But we just need crossbows. So I think we'll get a crossbow unit up in this town. And we're not gonna make them. We're gonna be lazy. We're gonna just buy them. There we go. I'll just have a stock of 10 at any time. Very good. And then the next thing we need to do is start buying alcohol. Alright. We have everything we need for boozing. We got a malt house. Got the forester. It's time to get everyone drunk. Let us buy the barley. I think we're only going to need about 5 for now. Make a trade route. Let's get a horse. Slap another person in the trade post. And we need more little stalls here. There we go. All right. Get these guys going. Got one extra person. Let's get the windmill up. And let's get the bakery up. I'm just going to slap the bakery right behind the granary. And we have 15 burgers plots. We need to get a couple more people in here. All right. I just need to get tier 3 housing realistically. Once we get the booze coming in, that should help. We need our third food type. We're going to get that with bread. 3 families should be able to do this. All right. Oh, three logs away. All right, we're gonna have ourselves a revolution here pretty soon, but let's actually just get a couple more burgers plots up, and now we can get. We need 1 tool. Oh, I always forget. Yeah, that always irks me now is that I need a tool in order to build the guy for making boots. Whatever. Import some tools. Once we get the alcohol going, I'll put someone in there. Alright, and I think we can stop the clay furnace now. Yeah. Perfect. Alright, let's slap the dude in the tavern. Overstock of 5. Alright. Malt house is going. Gonna start getting hooch. Need to get that third food type now. Alright, we should have... Nope, still haven't gotten the tool. Did we do this guy over here? Alright, so the new castle's up. I'm just going to leave this alone for now. It's a nice little teeny castle. They can be proud of it. This is where the real attention lies. Okay. Do it. Castle will be born now. Mega castle time. Alright. Let's pull out of bread production until the castle's up, since we just need as many people as possible. We're going into winter. I'm gonna pull everybody out here. I'll leave the one dude just so because I will likely forget it, and then everybody will die, so I need one dude doing that. Once the apples start coming in, we'll have our third food, and tier 3 will be there. But yeah, let's get as many... Got 7 families working on this now. That will help out. All right. Yeah, we'll get bread production going next. Once this castle's done, then we don't... A lot of this stuff will not be as important. Oh no. What's he doing to that man? He was like, he was ramming that dude up against the freaking... Oh no. What have I done? That poor guy. Man, we have a lot of freaking money. It's kind of absurd. All right, everybody here is doing good. I have a lot of unemployed people though, but I'm okay with that. Got a bit of barley coming in. We're like fluctuating cash positive, which I like. I think everybody's drunk here. If they aren't, they're not complaining. Yeah, everybody's drunk. We probably have more booze than I know what to do with. 230 ale, jeez Louise. That's what I was saying. Like buying 5 barley in a month wasn't. Yeah, so 10. Go up when you don't have enough booze. Just go purchasing by 5. Don't go up purchasing by 10. That was way. Yeah, a lot of that barley booze over 1 year. I'll lose about 20%. So that's like 40 ale right there. That's gonna perish. So it's a lot of wasted money. But it's good to know because we were wasting money and we're gonna be great. The one big issue now though is that firewood works too well. So because I'm using all these double burgage plots and I can't set a limit on this gentleman, he's just gonna keep going and I'm running out of room. So I basically have what I need to do is just split these two dudes up. So I have 2,200 firewood. I guess I could start selling firewood, but I'm already selling so many things. That would be the only way to get that firewood issue under control, unless I want to fire him. But currently I have 72 months worth of firewood, so I think we'll be good. All right. Why isn't that booze coming in, sir? The back road up. All right, eventually we'll have alcohol. They're doing their best, but yeah, there's a lot of material to be moved for this. Can't wait till we get like stone walls and stuff too. Oh man, yeah, we gotta get this up. Yeah, this is looking like a... It's got this little river is a nice little touch, but it's kind of weird that the way that it runs through all the fields. It's a nice ambience. Gotta be some soggy wheat though. Now they're over here on this field. Yeah, this is probably the coolest map that there is. So this is actually a pretty good representation of what people do for fun here. I kind of like... I don't know if that should be the thumb... I think the thumbnail should be the castle, but there's a part of me that really likes that one. Manor Lords. Stand in a field. Doggy Wheat. It's a good stage name. Oh boy. Oh dang, dude. Look at him go. There's a lot of ox moving around these parts. I'm actually kind of curious what this looks like. Yeah, crazy. Now there's still some trees left. I need to deforest the trees a little bit more. I haven't gone full scorched earth yet. I would also like a horse to ride on. Like, I don't feel like I'm the lord of this place unless I'm on a horse. Yeah, we took this beautiful valley and put up a lot of towers and walls. Yeah, I don't know what these people are doing here, but they're not working. I'm just gonna mad dog this guy until he feels uncomfortable. Just invade his personal space, but he's not intimidated whatsoever. These people, I need to kill all of them. They've gotten far too confident. All right. It does seem like they did fix the pathfinding so that they can actually move through these areas. And they're able to get in and out of the gates. And go inside this thing. I've never been inside of this thing. I don't want to know it. They're probably having like illegal cockfights. Oh, I can't because I can't go through the roof. She's just one lady's pretending to work, and these two dudes are like keeping watch, and everyone else is watching them. This is weird. I don't know what this guy's doing. He's just like chipping away on a log, trying to. Okay, he's trying to make it smooth. I guess he's actually working. It's pretty cool. It is pretty cool. Like the animations are neat. Like they're actually dropping the logs off, and then these people are pretending to work. It's great. All right. We just need like about 30 more logs. They got all the boards. But yeah, the Pac-Man's great. You just put your archers on the side and you shoot them in the back as they come in. Works wonderful. And this one we're just doing a double gatehouse. All right. That's not very good. 25. Okay. Well, those were just harvested. That's why it looks lower than it is. Oof. 13 barley. Barely any barley. Yeah, I'm getting bamboozled. All right. We have any booze? Oh, of course we don't have booze. I forgot to. I need to make a brewer. I also need to get up the boots. I always forget that step where you have to turn the booze into booze. It gets actually kind of confusing when you have multiple villages because you start forgetting what you did in each one. Where am I going to put the boozing? I don't want to devote 2 families to making booze. That would be entirely too many families. I'm running out of room. And I want to keep it close to where the booze is made. I think right here is not a terrible place to make a booze room, a booze house. Oh boy. There we go. No. Yeah, it's weird. It's the road, I see. That's neat. I got a road back here. I don't want to double. It really wants me to make a double house here. There we go. All right, that's going to be the booze house. Right next to the malt house. Right next to the tavern. Perfect. And they're getting close. They're getting the walls down. It's funny how like this wall, which you could easily just like hop over, just prevents them from getting to you though. It's not very intimidating. Yeah, they're basically the modern day construction crew. Got 50 dudes watching one woman hammer. You're doing a great job. Hammering away. All right, now let's get these boats. Nice. We got 10 people with crossbows now. I should take those 10 crossbowmen and go kill all those people pretending to work. We need to send a message. I guess I don't really have too much for them. I think they kind of need. There's always a weird issue with. I don't think they've finished the animations for manors. I think when they start dialing in manor mechanics, they'll probably pay more attention to that stuff. All right, look at that. Everything is there. They just need to build it. How long it's going to take, I have no idea. I don't know if they're all glitched out. I can see the hammer animation. I'm just going to have to trust. I'm going to have to trust the process. Okay, yeah, they're going around and now they have all the resources. So that's really cool to actually see them do it all. Yeah, they're placing down all the wall pieces. Very cool. I'm gonna probably continue to work on it though. Like, I might want to add in more walls. Might add another wall and another entry point. I could do a road down here and then wall that off too. We'll have walls within walls. Okay, cobbler's up. And we're just gonna limit shoes to about 30. We're not gonna have more than 30 burgers plots here, so. Is the booze room up yet? Nope. Let's put the priority there a little bit higher. Get the booze going. Nice. It's a heart, see? Or it's like a winged beast. The Batman signal, I guess. All right. Logging camps are doing fantastic. Let's get another ox. Not bad. Oh, they're still paying that mercenary company. I think if I were to save and reload, I'd be fine. Fortunately enough for me, I'm taxing these peasants enough. Nice. Look at that. We're going money rich again after I tone down the alcohol, and we're still good. And I still have 257 ale. It's just like a lot of ale. 190 leather. I should probably start selling that stuff too. Let's make sure that this guy's doing well. 100%. Cool. They can start storing stuff in there now. Nice. We got everybody in helmets and armor in this village. These crossbowmen aren't going to be as fancy looking. That's okay. There we go. It's a beautiful butterfly with one deformed wing. It looks fantastic. But no, it's all just about creating these little Pac-Man bottleneck areas. It makes it very, very neat. It's not very imposing. It's kind of disappointing. It's like, okay, you got your. It's like an HOA like approved fence, like to stop the. If you can look over your wall like from a standing position and look like you're peeping on somebody, like you're not really intimidating. It's more of a set. Like my best bet is that they see this fort and they feel sorry for me. Like it's about my best bet, like in a real combat situation. In this game, it's an amazing fortress, but in reality it's a sad and very. I mean, I feel bad for myself. It makes me feel bad. Yeah, like Wilson from Home Improvement. What's going on over there? It's weird. It's weird. I feel like I'm stalking myself. Like, I don't know. It's just I'm not very intimidated by this. Can I actually physically see over it with my dude? That's the question. Oh man, I always forget I can't run through there. Yeah, you just can't let them see your mouth. Like, yeah, look at that. I can actually... They can physically see my face. This is not a defensive fence. I can mad dog people as they walk into my town. It's going to keep them out, though. I mean, this is going to be really hard for them to... It's going to be really hard for them to get up. And I mean, this is cool. It gives my... I can line all my archers right here. And then they can shoot down as they're coming in this valley. And they cannot attack my archers, so I can just have an insane amount of archers now. And crossbowmen. This is a beautiful spot. Yeah, they definitely, they're probably gonna, yeah, exactly. They're gonna think I'm laying a trap. It's like, there's no way that they would build such a crappy fortress, sir. It's got to be a ruse. All right, we're getting close. We're getting close. The butterfly castle is coming. This was really expensive to make. I think honestly, if I wanted to make something impressive, what I should have done is done circles and multiple layers. You can do circles, circles, circles. But the thing is I really like my Pac-Mans. What would actually look cool is just something that was consistent at all angles. But I really do want to wall off the ridges up here, because it does force them to come through this one point. And if they come up this way, we can shoot them with our bow and arrows as they come up through the field here. So this gives us the ability to control both points. And we can shoot from here, and they can't do anything. So we can shoot into our city from this fortified position right here. It's pretty sweet. It's going to be a very defensible point. There we go. We're getting close. I wish these towers are supposed to eventually shoot. But I've never been able to get them to do it. And it would be really cool if they did. And it'd make me feel better about myself. But for now, they'll just have to... There we go. Cool. All right. Well, it looks a little bit better with that, but not too much. I mean, this part actually looks pretty sweet. If I don't look at the rest of it, this looks nice. It looks, I mean, from space, it just looks like some dots. Yeah. Unfortunately, to make it... Unfortunately, sometimes, like, practical does not look good. It doesn't look flashy. It's boring. But it's our castle now. I think that it looks like people are... Yeah, cool. Look at that. People are able to travel through it without any issues. That's awesome. That's all I really wanted to know, is will they be able to travel through it? Yeah, it does look like a deformed butterfly. I agree. Let me see if I can unmess it. If I can make it a little nicer. Okay, so we need that. We need it to be sharp. I think in order for this to work, to be honest... Oh my god, they want how much resources? They want 40... All I did was move it. I think in order for this to work correctly, we have to make it consistent. Like, we need... It needs to look a little different. The problem is that I can't... I think I can move this up and then pull this back. Let me see what I can do here. Honestly, it's this part right here that I dislike the most. I could just pull it back and let them run around it, but then they can run around it, right? Nobody wants that. Then you have to have this really, like, this looks slightly better. But But it's like I don't want them to be able to run around it, so I have to do this. So the question is like, how do I make this not look dumb? That's the hard part. And I think the only way to do that, honestly, is to do something like this. But yeah, there's really no way to clean that up. It just looks stupid. But it's totally necessary to the build. I could put the tax office over here. I mean, a lot of the men are gonna stand here, so it's not stupid. It is actually gonna be really, really advantageous. But it looks terrible. Yeah, we'll put the tax office over there. Okay, with the tax office there, it looks a little more presentable, and I don't inherently want to burn it to the ground yet. Tower there. Okay. Yeah, there's a little balcony on this thing, huh? I'm not really sure what the balcony's for, because I think they're supposed to shoot out those two holes. I think the balcony is where a staircase is supposed to go, so I think you would want it facing out like that. Alright, we're going to try this to see if it looks just a slight... Oh god, I got to rebuild that whole... all those sections I moved now. Okay, that should look just slightly better. I think yeah, you gotta have that, but they're not gonna come from the left side. There we go. Beautiful. The deformed butterfly will live on. No, you don't. I didn't have to destroy it. I just turned it around. So we can go into Castle Planner. I think what we're gonna do is build some outer towers, and then we're gonna manipulate. We're gonna manipulate everything. Let's build these, and then I can go in, and then I can move them. I'm seeing that as like the easiest way to do stuff. The corners, though, you have to do perfectly when you build it. Well, that's okay. Yeah, this wing will be the glorious tax wing. I don't know if I can beautify this in any way. I got one decoration, and I can't place it in anywhere here. Well, that's kind of cool. All right, we got one decoration. We got to use it correctly, right? Just a bunch of shrines. It's good to have shrines for where people are gonna die. It's polite. All right. Yeah, I think the next thing they need to work on is more decorations. There we go. It's cool if they're not aligned. It shows that my people care. It's just a this is just a fortified position where I can take an enemy army coming in any position. It's really it's a very effective strategy, but it looks like crap. Basically, by doing this, it allows you to have your archers on the sides, and you get side shots, and you pretty much kill anything. It's very effective. I'm gonna get my crossbowmen out here. All right. So you're my crossbows. But yeah, you just chill on the side and you shoot anybody who comes up. But over here is where the magic's gonna happen. We're just gonna have all our guys. So when the armies come in, we're just gonna have all our guys here, and they're just gonna unload. Oh, look at that. They changed crossbowmen. You only get 20 of them now. I don't remember that being a thing. I don't remember that being a thing at all. Oh, no, never mind. But that was so weird. Why did I only have 20? I must not have had enough. I don't know. That was weird. I just must not have had enough crossbows at the time. There we go. Cool. Alright. Our crossbowmen are going to be fine. I was a little worried there. Thought they nerfed crossbowmen. I better not give them any ideas. Okay. So here's our booze room. I'm going to upgrade that. It's just not cool. No, it's brilliant. Trust me, this castle's... I would be very scared to attack this castle because you're just getting flank shot, but it looks like a Picasso drawing. But there we go. Yeah, I'm throwing in the tax office to make it look more official. All right. Beautiful. It's a beautiful place now. I love it. Okay, castle is complete, and now this makes more sense because we have a tax office over there. This doesn't. Yeah, we need more. I need more buildings. All these are facing backwards. Perfect. I'll deal with that later. Oh, that's kind of cool. Yeah, there we go. We got some cool little pillars coming up now. It's officially fancy now. The one deck we got to use this one decoration everywhere to make this place look more official. Look how beautiful and official we are now. I wasn't feeling this village until I spammed the one decoration that we had. Now I'm really feeling it. It's a mark of progress. There we go. It's great. It does actually look kind of cool. But it looks kind of out of place too. Okay. It's there. It's glorious. It's probably the greatest thing ever. I don't think I can put anything inside the manor that's not part of its build screen. And then over here, so what's cool is what I realized is now you can move these things around. You can piggyback them. So you can move them out to places you wouldn't have had them before. Yeah. Okay. I can build my base off into the distance. All right, we're gonna replace these animals. Oh, there's a lot of angles here. All right, we're going to make this base a little bit less small. There we go. There we go. Okay. All right, this guy's not happy. Now we got the Mickey Mouse. Oh, they didn't like me moving that at all. They might want to rethink this because you can really screw this thing up. we'll put this guy back here just to make people happy. Yeah, and the outer tower snaps to the wall pieces when you have them. That's right. I remember this now. If you snap them, it does actually look really nice. There we go. Does it not move the animals? Interesting. Okay. All right. So this is going to be the deformed brain. It looks like an alien with a deformed brain. Oh, good lord. There's like way too many points. I just have like these. It's interesting. You can't delete these things once you place them out, but you can't get them to snap back. They snap really well into the wall pieces. I'll just have to physically put them in. Okay, there we go. We got the big brain now. Now I can move this back. Now we can have a good time. We need a lot of stone. I need a little bit more boards. And I need a lot of wood. Okay. So we're going to have to start importing stone. No, that's going to be... You think it would be crafting material? Really? Huh. Nah, that don't make sense. Okay. It's going to be construction. Okay. Import. All right, let's just start mass buying some of this stuff. And what else do I want?
Poor quality, he said. Impossible.
250. Make sure our timber's going. Got multiple people we need to get going. No, it'll be great. I'll replace some of the outer walls here in a bit. I'm just gonna leave it alone for now. Once we get the resources, I'll play around with it. All right, so this guy's good. All these things are facing weird. All right, let's see. What I wish though is that these tower pieces would snap. They don't do anything though. That's the thing. All they do currently is confuse the AI and myself. But if you want them all, that's what's crazy is there's a construction cost just for updating things. I hate that. It does look like I can snap these into place though, so I can actually fix this. There we go. This doesn't make any sense though. There we go. There we go. Yeah, they don't have to look dumb. Cool. But what's funny is that I'm basically getting free spacing. I don't think anybody can get in that tower. There we go. There we go. Free spacing, yeah. Okay. Perfect. Some of these I don't know how well they're going to move. There, it's snapping. Okay, cool. That looks a lot nicer. There we go. Okay, a little bit cleaner. A little bit cleaner. We just need a little bit of stone and a lot of wood. It basically wants to rebuild all of that. I'll work on that on my own time, though. I could do that in the background. But I'll fix all that up. I honestly didn't realize that's how those things work. I never mess with this stuff. I never really mess with this stuff because I know that it doesn't... These outer towers are says provides 10 garrison space. Garrison units and villagers shoot projectiles at approaching enemies. Work in progress. So eventually, you'll be able to garrison your civilians in here. That's what I'm saying. Like, we're all waiting for them to add in. This is a placeholder. Like, they haven't even gotten to this part of the content of the game. So, but it's not important. But you can still use this, though, as you can see. The enemy will still interact with it and try to they will try to break in through the middle here, and it's really useful. It's incredibly useful for protecting your town and defending. But we got a good thing going. I mean, we got a sprawling city going into each other here. We got a back road right here. We got a road going through the farmland up in this area. It's pretty sweet. But now I need to focus on getting all the farming going. And let's upgrade this burgage plot to booze now. So now we're going to have ale production going. Everything is great. The first thing they attack are your units. So if your units are in there, that's what they will go for. But sometimes, like bandits, you have to get their attention. But the Lord's army will march to where your army is. So if your army is in the fortress, then they'll attack the fortress. It's pretty sweet. But yeah, everything's working as intended so far. And yeah, we're almost to 2,000 wealth, so we're able to purchase enough alcohol for everybody. Our food is, I would say, stable. Honey, fish, everything's doing great. Over here, we're doing okay. We got apples coming in now. Apples, veggies, berries. Nice. That's going to put us... We can do it. I can go to tier 3 now. Beautiful. Now I can get a bunch more families in. I don't want to upgrade the brewery. Probably upgrade these farms. There we go. Yeah, I should probably start spending my hard-earned wood money on these places over here. I really do like this center point, though, and that the people travel through it. That was something they had to patch, because it used to block all movement. Yeah, if the braiders come in and you see fire symbols, what you need to do is YOLO one guy out there to grab their attention, and then once that unit has their intention, they'll stop burning down, and then you just run back. I usually have all my guys in a fortified position, and then I send one unit to lead them back to where I am. All right, tier 3, here we come. Got the booze coming in. All right. I'm tempted to go into rye cultivation. Here. Let me see. Yeah, rye is perfect where I put all those guys. Let's do it. From 60 to 80%. It's a good jump. It will definitely make a lot more grain. 100%, and it can actually go over 100%, but it doesn't tell you what it really is. So you have a lot more than you think. Right, we have bandits in the end zone. Right, 82. Perfect. I'm not going to take the crossbowmen because they're just too far away. I don't remember which retinue are mine. Okay, I changed my mind. I actually want these crossbowmen. I'm going to use my retinue to lure the bandits. Oh, they're so far away. Yeah, I actually really like having these manors. Especially for really small towns where you're not fielding like a really large army and you're going for that small town vibe. These fortifications can mean quite a bit of difference. All right, here they go. But we got armor, full armor now. We got helms, chainmail. We're just blind firing through our buildings. Hopefully we don't kill any more ox. We got a lot of animals around here. All different calibers. Oh, we shot that ox. I knew we were going to do it. We're killing so many innocent ox. I'll have to buy another one. Shoot, I got one of my dudes outside. He's just chilling. There's just one dude out there chilling. We might lose some citizens. I've seen them kill people. Okay. Yeah, some of them are trying to morph through the walls, but the others are going to try to run down the gauntlet. Yeah, if you don't want to do a Pac-Man, this works too, to be honest. If you want it to look nice, you could just double gate it. I might actually go more towards the double gating, to be honest, because it does look cleaner. A Pac-Man I just like because I found it works a little bit better, but maybe I'll do double gates from now on. This looks pretty good. Yeah, they're trying to get through. For some reason my archers moved all the way over there. I think I'm accidentally shooting my own people. I could turn friendly fire off, but I'm happy to not. I want to kill the bandits. Oh cool, the crossbows over here are shooting. Very good. Crossbow units are good. I think I hit a couple people. Oh man, that was great. All right, the banditos are gone. Yeah, what's cool is these provinces are so close together. I can just run them over and exit them out. Cool. Yeah, that actually worked fine. I think double gates are better than the Pac-Man. There's some dead civilians, but there's a lot of dead enemies. This guy's floating. Yeah, there's a lot of dead civilians. This woman's seen too much. She's shook. Yeah, I like that. That looks pretty good. Maybe we should just start doing that from now on. Instead of making these ugly little butterflies. Alright, well I might redo that then. I might just start doing double gates. But yeah, that was yeah, the double gate actually worked very well. You still had the ability to shoot from the sides, and you don't have to make it look like Pac-Man. I'll have to play around. I'll have to play around with some new designs then. Realistically, you don't even have to do this. Like, you don't even have to blockade this off. I just wanted to, but because I think it looks that way they're forced. I don't want them going around and zipping down and all that. I want them to be forced to go through this point. But the double gatehouse, I think, actually will work pretty well. I'll have to start using that more often. It definitely looks more castle-like, too. And you could put towers and all types of stuff on that. If they do ever get these guys working where 10 people can be fortified in them and shoot out, that would be amazing. But right now I have a 10% tax on everybody. And we're 6,952. This place is a little broke, and that scares me. But we are buying crossbows, so it makes sense. I'll have to look at some stuff here. We got the booze going on though, and that's great. We just need to. They don't have boots. They're still making boots. Okay, they'll get there. Let's just start upgrading all these guys to tier 3. Get that passive money up even more. We have 6 more living spaces. We're 16 burgers plots in. We got a lot of free people. I like it. I like this one though. I think I'll keep that guy, but I think these 2 dudes I could easily, like, if I don't have to do that, I could pull these guys back and make it more in line with that, and then it's just one side that's all funky. But it looks cool. All right, well, this has been a really long stream, and I think this is where we're gonna leave it. Next video, we're gonna go, like, I think this is good. I don't think I'm gonna rebuild this fort. This fort looks good. I think the next video, we're gonna take this region, and we're gonna build a fort here using the circle design instead. We'll build the fort right here in a circle formation with double bridges. So yeah, it will be like a compilation of forts. Like, like, okay, and then okay, this fort's actually pretty good. But this fort will do the trick. I do think that just a normal circle fort, that it would look much more flashy, even though it wouldn't be as good. But flashy, people love flashy. I like flashy. That's why I made the bender, or the Brondo. But it's hard to find a design. Honestly, the Brondo itself is probably a really good design for a fort, because you have the ability to have multiple gatehouses, right? And then you have areas where you can shoot from the side. So maybe I'll use the Brondo as my next little star fort design. That would be pretty cool. A mini Brondo. Okay, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, and have a great